no way if you're North after hoisting that trophy after this kind of road you've had of just disappointment, and now all of a sudden you've shown what you can actually do, what your high point is.
Yeah.
That you can just capitulate here. I don't care what adversity they face. And we'll see if there's a, we'll see. I mean, listen, it's not a foregone conclusion that Rogue will be able to. I mean, they did the same thing. Remember, we're going up against just Spirit yesterday, a team that a lot of people thought they might have been able to upset, and they just get crushed.
Well, I'm excited for this game. Best of one. North going to be starting on the CT side, Rogue on the T side, and we're back on Inferno, the overtime map. That is an enormous amount of utility being purchased by Rogue in a pistol round. I can't remember if I've ever seen that before. That's 2 Molotovs, 3 smokes, and 2 people with armor. That's so much to work with. Are they going to firebomb on the bomb site? If they do, Kiebu is going to be in trouble, and AZ can't help him because he's going to get smoked off as well. Oh, this could actually be incredible. Let's just hold on to this for a little bit. Rick is setting up for 1. You see the smokes being primed first, then Hiko with the Molotov and Ricky with the other one. They're going to try and do it deep into dark. That's going to force one up. Kiebu, he's not quite getting touched by the flames, but he doesn't know where to stand. The floor is on fire, and he's going to go down. Kiebu falling as well. Ricky with the kill. A big double opening here. Perfectly executed. Well thought out from Rogue. And now Cadian is ready and waiting. Nico around the corner, edging his way through. That's a great headshot. Starting to come back into the round here, and Nico looking for it just a bit more. Hiko's going to live through it for now, but here comes round 2, and finally Hiko's going to be going down. Now it's a 2-on-2. Bomb ticking away, and they're very low on health there on the T side. Nico, oh my god, he's getting so many kills. Now the triple, and Vice just trying to hide. He wants to stay alive. He gets one, and there's a double. Saving it for Rogue. Almost brought back. Nico versus Hiko. That's going to be a nightmare, Moses, but it's a good job.
Listen, we've seen 2 North American teams have great success with great hits onto the B-bomb site in their terrorist pistols, and 1 North American team threw it away. Rogue just barely holds on. They tried to do a complexity. That is, I mean, sadistically hilarious, watching AZ jump around and trying to figure some measure of safety. I'm not sure that he's probably ever encountered that entire bomb site being firebombed in that fashion.
Not in a pistol round, right?
Yeah, not in a pistol round.
Definitely don't expect that.
Because you're also trying to position yourself to be able to help out your teammate who's over at those first oranges. So that's just a confusing scenario right off the bat. Some trouble for North and some trouble for the live gameplay. Get a pause.
Yeah, quick one indeed. See how it all turns out. But yeah, there are some obvious risks in buying body armor on only 2 people, right?
Yes.
The aim punch. I mean, the USP, obviously, you're looking for headshots, but in any kind of extended or close fight...
Like the one that Hiko and Nico had. Water to stop an atom.
Could definitely backfire.
Ooh, some FACEIT points dropping.
All right.
I haven't gotten any of those.
No. Did anyone ever get the car? I think someone won an ECS tournament once and had enough points for it, right? They could have had it if they wanted.
I don't think so. I feel like... Ooh. Okay, I thought that was like minus points for some reason. I feel like the car has got to be like a 3-year, 4 or 5 year investment of FACEIT points. There's no way it was that easy to get the car.
It will take a while, sure, but you know, bring that home one day. It's all worth it, isn't it?
Yeah, your entire Counter-Strike career. That'd be cool.
I would love that, Moses. I need a car.
What was it? It was one of the first Quake tournaments. The gift or the prize was winning a John Carmack's car.
Oh, really?
Convertible, I think it was, or something like that.
I don't know.
And then Fatality won an event, and he got a Volkswagen Beetle, Bug.
Taz got a Mercedes, didn't he?
Taz definitely wins in the car prize category.
Why can't I win a car, Moses? I want one. I don't have a license, so that might be trouble. But
Puckett got a car from Overwatch.
Oh, did he? I feel like now everyone's getting cars, Moses.
Everyone but us, apparently.
I feel left out.
You don't have a driver's license.
I can wing it. It's gonna be fine. Like,
you don't have a driver's license, and I'm never home. I have a car. I just don't use it.
Okay, fair enough then. Well, we'll see. Maybe one day, maybe we can upgrade straight past the car, straight to the helicopter level. Wouldn't that be something? What if you could fly to the in Europe? I could probably fly a helicopter in most European events.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you could theoretically. I just want you to know I'm never flying in a helicopter with you. If you're piloting the helicopter, it's just not happening.
I don't see why not. I'm a trustworthy person.
Yeah, you are, just not with heavy machinery operation. Yeah, anything that has blades, sharp blades, and all that kind of stuff, and is in the air, that could potentially kill me.
Wow. If I ever get a helicopter, Moses, guess what? You're not even invited. So
Good.
I'll
I
take
didn't want
somebody
it.
else. I'll take Dan.
Dan definitely won't go.
Of course he will. I'll take James. James will definitely go. James probably have a helicopter before I do, so...
Yeah, James will definitely have a helicopter. He's getting his pilot's license, isn't he? I don't know where he's in all that. I feel like that's a little bit harder than scuba diving certifications.
There isn't a big crossover, is there? Or potentially, if he had, though, could he fly the helicopter out and then scuba dive straight from the helicopter into the water? He'd probably have someone...
That'd be cool. Put it on autopilot or something?
Exactly.
Is this, like a Tesla helicopter?
With like a rope ladder to climb back up again.
Okay, so it just hovers there in the air while he's scuba diving.
I feel like...
There's an idea there.
Yeah, there's definitely an idea. He could go look for wreckages, you know... Find something.
Sunken boats are kind of a creepy thing to look at when they're underwater. I saw one in Aruba.
Imagine.
Yeah, and it was like a super shallow one, but you just kind of look at it from above, and then like you see half the boat sticking up, and then you realize that like just 15 meters down, and all of a sudden like it's just pure blackness, and it's like maybe not, maybe not for me.
Yeah, but what if there's treasure down there, Moses? What if you could find like, I don't know, golden coins or something?
What are the odds, do you think, that no one has searched those wreckages for golden coins over the years?
Yeah, but maybe they're not as good as you are. I feel like I would have to give it a try if I was out there.
You think you're like a treasure hunting savant?
I had like maybe a whole weekend where I thought maybe I should be one of those people who buy like a metal detector and sweep the beaches for things.
I could see you doing that. Not necessarily now, but like maybe
Not
20
now.
years from now.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like when you're older.
Like retirement type age.
No, not even retirement. Maybe 15.
Have like a small collection of bottle caps stuff.
It's not retirement. It's like beaten up by life. Maybe like a midlife crisis type
That's
thing.
now, Moses. That's right now. I'm not gonna lie. Where's the metal detector?
Oh no.
Well, we'll see. Maybe one day. I find that stuff interesting. You know, I would do that.
What things you found with a metal detector?
Yeah, I don't know what I would. I wouldn't even know anything about it, but I just imagine the thrill of it.
Yeah, the excitement. Are you insane?
It doesn't sound that thrilling, actually.
It
But
doesn't sound thrilling even at all. Not even a little bit.
we'll figure out a hobby for me at some point, Moses.
You've had a couple hobbies. You have kids. I don't think you get to have a hobby.
No, it's true.
You made that choice a long time ago. Well, three years ago.
Yeah, it's true. I'll force them to do something that I want to do, and then that's it.
Are you excited for them to get to the age where you get to like direct them to do yard work?
Oh, definitely.
Like 5 years from now, just be like, go rake the leaves.
Every time they knock over a glass of milk or something, and I have to like clean it up, I save that in my mind. I think.
You write it. You have a list somewhere. You write it down.
Yeah, I think Nick, who's doing the dishes? Guess what you are.
So we're back into it. The technical delay is over, and an interesting buy from the north side. They do upgrade pistols, nothing else. Vice and some danger. Slow peaks. That one MSL cannot punish. One kill for the rogue side, and Vice, yeah, he's backing away. Not even slowly, just very, very quick.
Yeah.
Valda eats some decent damage with the nade as well, and ooh, that's a good fight.
Just one Mach 10 as well, Moses. Newbies. Can't even get 5 of them, can they?
Oh, and they're bailing out. They're running over to this B bomb site. 4-man stack, taking the gamble. We'll mention this now because I feel like we are going to encounter it later in the half.
Saying.
Yeah, this North team, for those new viewers, obviously the core audience has probably seen this before. For a lot of guys tuning in maybe for the first time, North at times has had some questionable gamble stacks on this map where they just, with no information, just decide to stack up in one bomb site and give up the other. Obviously, this time it's looking like it might pan out, but look for that later on if they're under some pressure in this half.
Yeah, I think they actually even have like a word for it. It's actually like a thing that they're trying to incorporate into their strat. As far as I know, it's sort of like they just call it like, all in B, all in A. If they feel like that's it, let's go. We've been worried about that tendency for a bit. But this time, no, they're going to back out. It was close. It was real close.
A little bit of pressure applied. They just back away. I like this call. Very good job for Rogue. Do you think they have like a word, like a safe word, that's like it's completely irrelevant to the game of Counter-Strike, and whenever they call it, they know which bomb site to stack? I guess that would kind of be pointless. It's not like it would shave off time.
No, it really wouldn't.
But if you called it like Icicle,
Icicle.
it means stack B.
What would be the point of having a code word for it, Moses?
I don't know. I didn't really think that one through before I asked the question.
It's suddenly very tricky for any new players that join the team if if you've encrypted half the language. I mean, I guess that's already a problem if you don't know exactly what people call the different corners, right?
Yes.
You ever had that problem where you had to bring someone into a team and you had to teach them exactly what you call that?
Yeah, we used to have like pretty detailed, we would do like the mini map, like blow it up and kind of put a little bit more detail into it and actually put our names into it, put the names for all of our spots into it. And we had like 20, 25 names, 30 names per map.
Yeah. It's one of the, I actually think it's one of the maybe overlooked parts of the map. It's one of the reasons why we used to think that having mixed nationalities in Counter-Strike would be so difficult is because you have to call things so quickly, and the call has to be not just be he's on the left-hand side, but he's on the left-hand side exactly in this one position, and you have to do it within like 2 seconds. So if you're stumbling over language, you don't get that call out in time, you maybe lose the round. But now we've seen that it can happen. It can work. 2-0 in favor of Rogue. Kind of an uneventful round, but North get to keep some of the guns into this one so they can fight again before they buy in the next one. So it's not really that surprising. Oh, crouching, I think, under some of the shots coming out. They are pushing up.
They still have Volda with armor, so we can be dangerous. Same stack. Vice this time. Different angle for Nico. He spots it. He knows what's coming next. He knows there's two there. He's handled that very well. 2 rounds in a row. Well played to 2 Vice. Yeah, there goes Volda. Armor didn't do anything when he gets shot in the head. And this looks like it's going to be more aggressive. Rogue taking the initiative, or at least Ricka, to start wrapping upon this bomb site.
Nico hiding down here and hoping that someone's going to be offered up for a headshot. Instead, he's going to be completely jumped on, flying Mac 10 out of the apartment. That's a great shot from AZ. He, by the way, is one of the players we should probably look for on the north side here. He's been playing pretty well.
I mean, also, pretty much you could say that about like everyone on North. AZ obviously has been great for them after a prolonged slump in his career. NSL with the op on this map, and Stockholm had some great sequences. Did a phenomenal job with the AWP, especially towards Banana. He loves that fight. Valda, one of my favorite players, very, very strong player. Caribbean as well. He left Astralis at the beginning of the year to come to this team to be the star player. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, you can look down this roster of North. Even Nico showed some really cool things in Stockholm, even if he's not like the most attention-grabbing player. Still needs to change his name. Have you had that conversation with him yet?
No, not yet. We'll figure it out, Moses. Maybe we could figure out a bet where if he loses, he has to change it, and then we'll rig it.
Jesus Christ.
But don't tell him we said that, guys. It's the secret.
Well, MSL with the op is going to be on the left side of mid. He's smoked off, and Rogue is... Oh, they're going to come right through it. Is MSL going to be prepared for this? Yes, he is. Knocks that one down. Ricka tries to hold the line. It's not going to happen. That's a bomb on the floor as well. Oh, this is going to be so tough. Hiko's only got an SMG. It almost feels like they need to abandon the bomb for the moment.
Yeah, that becomes a bit of a treasure that you just can't really get back here, at least not without sacrificing the rest of the team. It seems like a good lineup for KD, and he's got very deep in. Maybe MSL won't be ready for it. He's got the setup. Great shot from KD, and that's very, very patient and not easy to stay crouched there. Could easily have been peeked from the hay card as well. Out for the flashbang, and he's going to get that kill easily. So still a good closure here for North at 1 versus 3 for Hiko. He's got the time and the health for it, so if they make a mistake, he could definitely punish them. A little bit of health already taken off there, but they don't need to fight him all that much. He has to go and get the bomb down eventually. Kirby, gotta be careful if he backs up. Flashbang there. Another one out, then Hiko having a bit of a hard time finding any of the targets. He knows someone is down in pit. That's where the grenades came from. Now he's trying to sneak onto the site. Oh, jump there. That might have been the one chance, and it was a very, very slim one. Waiting on the edge, and Hiko going to be going down. He just looked the other way. Good round for North, only losing 2 players and saving the AWP. They're going to be happy about that.
Yeah, the timing is so tough for Hiko to nail down. Well done from North. Great hold from MSL. Just mentioned him in his opping. Easy shot. Sick goes down. Ricka cannot land the headshot immediately. That's what had to happen, and that was a pretty big kill as well. Kaden was primed to have a double kill. I think a lot of the issues in that round, I mean, you could think the one player jumping off balcony into pit with the MAC-10 could have taken out the player on balcony like easily. If he had an AK-47, that would have cleared out pit, would have kept KD in a line for him to turn. As well on the other side, Hiko with the UMP couldn't come through that smoke to support his teammates against an op, not at that range. So bonus buy for Rogue doesn't go their direction, but they have plenty of cash still to have another solid one.
Yeah, indeed they do. Kind of interesting as well, isn't it? Sort of Danish captain versus Danish captain, both of them AWPing now. It's definitely a bit of a fight going on here. Story of Cadian is kind of an interesting and evolving one.
It's very cool. Him and Hiko have very similar stories in a way. Hiko hasn't had to travel across the world for his redemption, but
no, I don't think Hiko would ever leave America, would he?
No,
but
probably not.
But still, it is a cool band that they've got together here.
Yeah, we'll sink our teeth into it if we have some time later on in this half. Banana control coming out for Rogue. Rika and Hiko. Rika with the smoke waiting for the Molotov to come down. There it is, immediately extinguished. And here comes the pop flash, so a delayed control for North.
Oh, that grenade landing right in between them, but the counter flash is just so good. And Rika will pick up the kill. Even if they had 3 people there, it felt like they never really even fought that. They just lost Kebu.
Now here's the interesting thing about this game is we heard Smooya kind of say it after their win over over Gambit on Nuke. Is we did research, we caught them off guard, and we just counter-shrouded the hell out of them. If Rogue,
oh god,
for whatever reason knew that they could get this map in the veto process, they can do things like delay their banana take just a little bit, or put that smoke out and then wait for the pop flash from North and then throw their own and really counter these pushes. There's so much information that they can look at on North, and so many ways they can really just pick out these seemingly insignificant details to exploit. And that's what makes BO1s so dangerous.
It absolutely is. Bit of a failed Molotov there, but trying to apply the pressure, at least keeping 2 people in pit for now. And AZ on this side, ready with a flashbang. He has a smoke as well if he wants to buy even more time. Flashbang, set up peek behind and taking down Sick, and now he's going to smoke in front, making it very hard for them to find a shot against him. He goes up there, and now they're starting to get into the bomb site, planting right in front with 20 seconds, and they're going to get the bomb plant as well. Ricky with a headshot, taking down MSL. Impressive that Rogue managed to get onto that site at all without losing a couple of more players, and they're already backing out. They don't want anything to do with this. Nico and Valda, maybe Valda could look for exits, but still, what a win for Rogue. This is actually a huge opening early on in the half.
Yeah, that response is so critical to be able to drive up the number of rounds, take a lot of pressure off Rogue as the underdogs. If you get up to 5 or 6 this quick, you feel a little bit, not even a little bit, you feel a lot better about your half.
Just to build on what you were mentioning earlier, just to make an analogy to maybe something that people understand a little bit better, if you were playing a game of poker and you had tells that you didn't even know about yourself, like you were, I don't know, touching your chin every time you were lying or whatever. Yeah. That, in Counter-Strike that really happens too, and it's very, very hard to read your own tells, right? But there are players, and we've seen in the past where, every time before they throw a particular kind of grenade, they'll try for a shot, or they'll make a certain amount of noise somewhere on the map. And if you watch enough demos, enough preparation, you can start to really get that feeling for how a particular player even plays, or maybe a whole team. And that's the kind of information. Once you see that, you've got such a hand up against the enemy.
Yeah, there's some real nerdy people in this world willing to research that.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Oh, Rickett might be walking into a stack. There's one to his left. Gun barrel showing easy kill for Careby. They're going to swing. They want to eliminate this. They know there's 2 on the left. They got to be careful about the right, though. That's Valda with the AK-47. Good damage dealt by North. Force back this attack. Vice down to 20 HP. And oh, look at the peak. They were not ready for that.
They wanted to run the guns away. They were trying to escape with some of the weapons, I think, and they got shot in the back. What a move from Valda. He could have easily tried to stay hidden and keep the AK alive, but now instead, they've got a massive advantage in this one. 2-on-4. That's a big play.
You mentioned it in the last map. Sometimes when a weapon is saved, the player with that weapon kind of is passive for whatever reason, and Volda just says, listen, if we're going to win this, I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going to make a play right here, and he just cripples Rogue in this round, excuse me. No one expects that push through the smoke, the backstab, all the way down mid.
And they are just already saving.
45-second save.
Comfortable with the fan. There's a little fridge up there, Moses. There's a little kitchen. Some pictures as well. Some cleanser under the sink, I think. It's got it all up here, really.
Yeah, it's a good place. Cozy.
Yeah. It is. Could use something on the walls, I think.
Well, let's talk about. We have about 20 seconds that we can talk about that Redemption story, and you know.
Don't want to talk about the kitchen.
All right. Let's talk. I'll do Hiko first. You know, player at one point during his reign, he was considered the best player, and rightfully so, in North America. Rightfully so as well, considered one of, if not the best clutch player in all of CS:GO. He's had some phenomenal clutches over his career in various major tournaments, and he was always a mainstay on pretty much every single North American lineup that was going to compete, that was going to be competitive with the Europeans, and eventually, as they all do, kind of fade away, lost some of his touch, maybe lost a little bit of motivation, and kind of had to take a step back, did the streaming thing, and has really had to battle when you come back from that. And you're no longer sought out by those teams. You're no longer, you know, your name is still big, but you're not known saying, you know, we need Hiko on this roster anymore.
I think he was one of the first people to maybe lose a little bit of patience with the American scene, like with the talent that were there, and
at the time he stepped back, it was pretty trash.
Yeah, and there was like a lot of weird infighting and just, you know, silly stuff happening. So I think that's maybe also contributed to it a little bit.
He was also part of that. I mean, this has got to be the most demotivating thing. He was part of that lineup that was supposed to, you know, as rumor has it, go over to the EG organization right before the match fixing bans came out. So that's something where you set up this perfect team. It's got the best players in North America at every single position, and then you just get wrecked the very next day. That was right at the start of 2015. That was X Games is about when that happened.
Yeah, definitely has been I think a big breaking point in his career. Seeing him back here is definitely, I think, in a lot of people's hearts, good feeling. MSL, dangerous shot coming through. He didn't really take that much damage in return, but gonna re-smoke that. Ricky on the other side. He's gonna have to respect it. Knows it could have been held already. Him and KDN have taken a bit of damage, but they're still all alive, and they've cleared out top mid, which, I mean, if you want to go for that B execute, it's kind of nice to know that you're not immediately gonna get flanked. So
yeah, well, 2 Molotovs and a smoke at this B bomb site, so they better do something to bait some nades out. I think they should at least get Carby's one. Excuse me, it's the other player. They're gonna have a smoke on the back of that. Bomb is here now.
Yeah, but you're right about that Molotov, though. 30 seconds. If Kirby is quick with the Molotov, and if it doesn't land, they only have 2 smokes. This Molotov can actually ruin this whole round for Rogue. 1 grenade motion, and I think you're absolutely right. There it goes in front at 20 seconds, and they have to wait a little bit and respect it. 18 now, 17. Vice going to be taking down Nico. That's all the way on the other side, but he's going to get refragged by Val there. Now they're pushing into a bit of a crossfire. Only the 1 kill happening for Hiko there, but it's enough, taking down AC, and now wrapping around 6 seconds, 4 seconds. Oh, the bomb just goes down, and Sick will pick up the headshot. That is incredibly close. Flashbang does nothing to him at all. And now he's in the pit waiting. KDN behind him with the AWP. They can definitely make this work. Shadow showing a bit. Sick gonna get the 1, and then KDN, can he follow it up? He's hiding in the corner. He misses the chance, and now he's stuck. Kirby ducking down. 1 shot comes out, and he really... Oh, he gets it as well. KDN taking down Kirby. What a fight.
Kirby's going to be so upset with himself. Missed the chance the first time around to punish the missed shot, and then misses the jump as well. Rogue, it's not fancy, it's not beautiful, but they trade excellently getting into this bomb site. 3 players that AZ has to face, even with the spam coming through the smoke, and MSL almost has the perfect flank. I cannot believe Kirby was not able to punish that. You expect it out of a player like that, and look at the investment they have here. Everything that North has goes into this. The Death set it up perfectly. This is a match primed for an upset and an early exit for North. And early on, they're going to feel the pressure. Although Hiko, with his Mac 10, thinking this is going to be much more of a save than it is.
Yeah, they've returned the favor on the north side. You're absolutely right. So, I mean, they lost 4 members in that round, Rogue. So even if they won it, they've spent all of their bank, and so have the other team. A critical round early on in the first half here that could really decide a lot. A boost up from AZ. This is a position that can get Molotov, although definitely not always going to happen. Let's see how they do. Shuffling about a bit. MSL started the regroup on this side too. They just want to go for the boost. So a boosted crossfire now. That's elaborate.
Why not? Go for that vertical nature. This could be interesting. Molotovs aren't going to work. We'll see how Rogue handles some unexpected adversity. It's not. I mean, you gotta appreciate it. Kirby doesn't have any nades. Neither does AZ, so why not? Third player coming back now, it's MSL, and he's got a flashbang. That one flashbang could actually be brutal if they do it at the right time. Here it comes. There's the boost. Gets the first, gets the second. Sick with the trade, but Caribbean is still up as well. They're not clearing it. They're not checking it whatsoever. Sick is going to go down. That works beautifully. The idea is perfect from North. And I don't think Katie's going to come close to this bomb plant.
Yeah, no, they're not even going to let him. MSL taking him down. Big investment into that round for North, but the payoff is massive for them. No bomb plant, no money left whatsoever on Rogue. They survive what could have been a complete downturn here in the first half. The fact that they're both boosted up, you can just tell that they lose 2 players fighting, was it easy back there?
Yeah.
And after that, they're just not ready for the second fight at all.
No, and it's not always easy to clear that out, obviously. Certainly, especially when you lose 2 players. I think if you have all 5 players alive, or even 4 players, someone watches that. Or you know, we see a lot of teams just spam it now as they go by. Haven't actually, between Rogue and Complexity, I don't think I've seen that once yet. Spamming the boost spot.
I swear there were some videos on Reddit at some point where someone figured out how to Molotov that.
Yeah, well, I've seen the Molotov go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
So, well, maybe one day we'll see it in a competitive match.
I have seen it. I think I have seen it in a competitive match, just not from a...
All right.
Not at this event, oddly enough.
Yeah, I've seen it on Reddit. I can't remember if I've ever seen it in a live match, but it's on Reddit. It's got to be real. So
that's what I'm told, especially on that Photoshop battle website.
You go to all the wrong subreddits, Moses. I'm just saying.
Listen, I know it exists. You don't know what subreddits I go to.
More on Moses browser history later. Stay tuned.
It's going to be a slaughter coming out of Palace. Smokes are in. Oh, Nico misses the first opportunity. Gets the second one. Oh my God. Katie might just be able to do it. Off shot and miss. And MSL's fortunate to be alive and not much longer. Vice hunts him down, and Nico's in so much trouble. It's not going to be a slaughter. Rogue is going to turn this. Cadian should be able to get that, and he does.
Vice chasing him through the smoke with a deagle. That's a bit of a move, isn't it? Kirby and AZ now, they've got them kind of crunched on the bomb side, but that pit player is still a problem. Cadian down there, all the health in the world, the AK-47 in hand, long range. It's going to be great against the instant headshot. AZ destroyed in that one, and Kirby just might as well back off.
Vice doing the classic, make a play that gets your dick hard. And that certainly was amazing out of him. Caribbean trying to get these last couple frags, not going to happen. I think Cadian, he's dead.
Yeah, GB James,
he's proud. Ooh, he's bringing the op. What a legend. Sacrificing himself for the equipment.
Not bad at all.
That's true Danish warrior spirit.
We like that. It's been a while, but we've still got some left. 6-3 now, and Rogue, this early stage of this match is kind of crazy. And Rogue seem to be coming out on top right now. I think North, they must be feeling like, but we just broke them. But we just did it, and now they're still here. I'm
not entirely sure how Rogue got in that pit so successfully, and obviously Cadian with the one AK-47, putting him there was brilliant. You're able to clear one player out very, very quickly. Obviously the big turning point is Vice getting that kill onto MSL, who is the nearest support. Nico is just isolated that whole time, no chance for him. This is, part of this just seems like 2 things, and they're both kind of the 2 sides of the same coin, is like Rogue coming into this as the underdogs, feeling absolutely no pressure, and being very, very aggressive, very active across the map. And North, it feels like they are a little bit shell-shocked at the moment because of the pace that Rogue has come out with, because of the fact that they've been reset, lost that pistol round, and then feeling the full weight of the pressure. This is a team that is supposed to be making it to the Legend stage, that's supposed to be making it to the top 8. This is going to be a tough battle for them.
Yeah, you cannot argue with that, and they probably had that feeling too, and so far it's been pretty much one long struggle for them. Now they're fighting to keep it alive. They're forced up once again. On Inferno, forcing is just so dangerous when you're on the CT side. You run into so much trouble when you don't have any more smokes to block off some of these choke points. Reasonable take off top banana. In case someone was by the sandbags, they've cleared it out now. They're not gonna maybe leave one guy behind.
This is a pretty cool gamble stack. Caribbean far away at the B bomb site. 4 players just stacked up in middle. If they don't go here, you obviously have the same buy in the next round with a little bit more utility. And if they do come here, there's no chance that it's just going to be expected. Ricky working his way up mid. Oh, AZ's not even looking in that direction. First kill goes to Ricky. There's the Molotov. Now they're fighting in the flames. They're burning. They're burning alive, and everyone's forced back. Vice with the MAC-10. It just can't do enough. Cadian in a 1-on-3.
They're running right back into the waiting hands of Kievu. They've done it again, North. Turning it around. A very limited buy. A perfect call, as you said. I mean, this is just really well done. The Molotov timing as well. I mean, you can't really ask for more than that, can you?
No, it went perfectly.
And now Rogue, what are they going to do? I can't believe this game is unfolded in this fashion. This is just very unusual. I feel like normally one team establishes some control, they win consecutive rounds, they build an economy, and the other team has to come back. This is all over the place.
I'm wondering how Rogue is, if they're frustrated at all that they just haven't been able to break North entirely. Like, similarly, you said the same thing about North, about Rogue, but like, I get the feeling that teams that Rogue would practice against in NA, especially if, like, you know, Cloud9 and Liquid are traveling and you don't have, like, the top guys, the top dogs around and NRG and everything like that, I have to imagine they're going to face teams that aren't going to be doing these levels of force buys, that are just going to go for the saves and, if anything, upgraded pistols, and aren't going to be doing these stacks as much. This is probably something that they don't encounter too frequently. Now, the benefit, as we mentioned at the beginning of this, is the fact that Rogue is already at 6. They've got to be so happy about that. Obviously, you want more?
No, but it's a good start for sure. A bit of a deep grenade landing there.
8 rounds back and forth, Anders.
It's crazy, isn't it? I can't believe that it's worked this way. Flashed in, Kiev. This is so unnecessary, but he's going to get a good double kill at least. But what a risk to take when they only have pistols. And now MSL, if he got caught here, he still might. Missing a shot and instantly down. Hiko with a headshot. Now it's back into a 3-on-3. North, what have they done? The flashbang, but the smoke will block off. Oh no, there's a big gap on that smoke for AZ. That could definitely work. And Valda waiting on the other side. Ricky's holding it for the minute. Cadian going to go with the check. Here's the flashbang in. Valda gets the 1 kill, but he cannot follow it up. And Nico going to get the return. At least there's a bit of a chance here. They almost lost that round. I can't believe they flashed their way through the smoke at top banana with all the rifles.
A bit risky. Still 2 kills. You don't expect them to, you know, get beat up like that the rest of the way. That was great entries the rest of the way for Rogue. 6-5. Finally, North win 2 in a row. Got a little hectic there for Rogue inside the bomb site. All those players there and just thinking that you're finally safe, and it's not quite. So this should finally, some of the pressure abates off North.
Yeah, and still you added the word should, Moses. Staying on the safe side, I notice. Yeah, the lack of armor, I mean, there's a bit of a chance. Taking down 1, but MSL still fighting on the other side, and he's got more backup with him. Even a team kill. Ricky taking down Vice. Doesn't really matter that much. You don't get the same punishment. Remember when it was, what, like minus $1,500?
Yeah, it was pretty brutal. It was like, I think it was like $1,250 or something like that.
Yeah, that could really mess up your team.
Yeah.
Tied up at 6-6 in the first half here, and I mean, has the game stabilized? Has it finally come to a halt? Is the madness
stabilized a little bit? That's a nice little streak there for North, just to equalize things. And they built up some cash as well, which is quite nice, which will kind of, I think, prevent the back and forth nature from continuing. Here we go, Molotov down mid. It's not going to do a whole lot. MSL actually burning, sticking on, whoa, way too long. 45 HP left on him. He really wants that angle. He wants it a lot. He's going back for one more tick of the Molotov. 37 HP. Oh, there's a gap in that smoke. And if you come up that T-ramp and you see that smoke and you think it's clear, you're in for a rude awakening.
Yeah, that could end badly. This seems like exactly the sort of fight that MSL likes to take, just holding some of these angles.
Yep.
No massive flicking required, really. But he seems to be pretty good at it, so more power to him.
Well, now, I mean, now becomes the real tactical test of Rogue is you have an op positioned at Banana with MSL who can get all the information, who can fall back very, very quickly. You have to force him away. Otherwise, if you look over at the minimap at the A-bomb site, 4 players, 4 pillars of defense. You have to draw AZ back to the B site.
Hiko with a very, very deep smoke. They're going to try and push in. The flashbangs are working so far, and MSL going to get caught. The early damage plus that shot from Ricky. And
is that Hiko's?
Yeah, it must be, yeah. There's a little bit of a gap, but they follow it up. I mean, this is just great, isn't it? 4 on 5, and now the bomb has gone down, and North have to think very hard about whether or not they want to take this. They have some money saved up, yes, but retaking B 4 on 5, yeah, they're already backing out.
That is so sick. What a hit. just that one kill on Acadian, and with the smoke already being thrown, you can just continue the pressure. You don't have to pause, you don't have to wait or slow down or anything. Well executed from Rogue. Even North is put on the back foot, and yeah, this is, I mean, they have to save. This is a great save call.
Yeah, that's what you want.
But Jesus, Rogue is making some of these rounds look easy.
The desk kind of talked about it a little bit. They tried to set it up a bit, right? Talking about Cadian as the potential in-game leader. Certainly not something I would have thought from watching him play in the Danish scene. I mean, I know that when he was standing in for TSM back in the day, the core of that team were saying that they were having a hard time teaching him even just, you know, what positions to be in and how to hold certain angles, and they didn't feel like he was particularly teachable.
Yeah.
He's a young guy, so fair play, you know, he's early in his career, but to take that step and then, you know, now in-game lead an international team, that's actually just really cool. You have to just appreciate that.
It is pretty wild. Well, we've seen Hiko try an in-game lead, and it wasn't the prettiest thing in the world, so kind of makes sense.
I don't want Hiko to in-game. I want Hiko to frag people. He's not doing the best job right now. Cadian taking out the follow-up. Hiko, oh, he almost gets it on easy, but it's not quite enough, and now he's in the corner, going to put up that defensive Molotov, and there is a guy behind him as well, so it's a good job that Rogue don't try and chase it down. That could have gone very badly.
Are they going to try and take advantage of this? Again, much like that last round of forcing MSL back with the hit. They slowed things down. They did throw the smokes. Forced out a lot of utility at that B bomb site, and this is Rogue applying a lot of pressure across the map. Obviously would have been phenomenal if Hiko was able to find that follow-up kill right on the other side of that smoke. Sick is going to turn into a lurker. He can do so much damage. If he clears this, if he checks this, it would be incredible.
Yeah, you wish he had a Molotov, but
he's going to get pushed from. He's going to get pushed from behind. Here come Nico and Volda. There's the peak. Oh, he's gone. Now they have to hit the B bomb site. Carby's on his way back. They have to go. Smoke or not, they have to go through it.
Yeah, the delay right here is costing them heavily. Smoke in front puts a lot of pressure on them. You had the right idea as well. Easy waiting in the fountain, going to be taking down Vice, and a good follow-up to drop Cadian. This is pretty much a perfect defense being output here. Triple kill for Ace, you know, in fact a quad kill given that first one, and tied up again 7-7.
Now, that's just that one little piece of hesitation, as you mentioned, allowed Carby to get that smoke down in place, and then all of a sudden, yeah, you're so happy because the first smoke clears, but a second one plumes, and you've got no chance. Big round for AZ to hold that off. If he were to have fallen to Hiko there, the round surely would have been over. And then a brilliant hold here right around the fountain.
The fish spa.
Yeah, he's getting his, he's doing that while he's getting a pedicure.
It is, I've never tried it. Have you tried it, Moses?
Not the fish one.
You seem like the type.
I've had a pedicure.
Yeah?
I haven't done the fish one.
Was it good?
Yeah.
You recommend it?
I enjoy pedicure. Yeah, we should go get some for the next stage. We'll take you out for a pedicure. Get a glass of champagne, light some candles.
All right.
Make it real romantic.
I'm all in. 15th round is coming up now. Again, the scoreboard, you look at it, the back and forth of rounds is just ridiculous. Doesn't usually work out this way.
Yeah, right in the middle. That's pretty intense. I mean, it's a testament to North, really. I mean, you have to give them props. That kind of an exchange of rounds is way, way harder, way more stressful on the CT side.
Yeah.
Everything's a little bit more expensive. The kits are an extra added cost that the T side doesn't have. I mean, it's just kind of so tough to handle that and not get broken. And they had to make a couple tough calls on when to save, when to kind of sit around out, on to stack. And I mean, it's paid off for them in the long run because they never got fully broken.
Still here and fighting. We'll see what they could do with the 15th round. Certainly, they should have the weapons and utility advantage. Second half going to be, I mean, maybe just as interesting. Cadian seems to just. I feel like some of the calls that have come out here and some of the strats that have been pulled are really cool, and you really love to see it. It's a bit more tricky when you're on the CT side, though. You don't have the same initiative. I mean, you could try, right? But a lot of the time you end up being passive, and it becomes about how good your angles are and just how good your defense is. So you don't have the same amount of initiative, really, as you do on the T side. We'll see if they can handle it anyway. Just a quick update in all the excitement, Anders. Yes. The little audio cable was pulled out on the Rogue side. Oh. Well, we're not going to name names. No? No. Do we know who? I do. Okay. I'll tell you after. I feel like it would be appropriate punishment, Moses. To unleash the entire Twitter sphere upon him? Nobody deserves that. Everybody loves a good flogging, Moses. Yeah, verbal social media flogging. Get the pitchfork out.
Boo this man. Well, hey, we have some time. You want to do the Cadian redemption arc? I don't know his story that well from the beginning.
I mean, we
don't have time. It's actually free presented.
I mean, I think the desk did a good enough job of it.
Okay.
I think that's enough. I like the Hiko one, but I think they pretty much covered it. So if you missed that, go back and watch it. But yeah, he's been through a lot. And I mean, that interview they had with him after the minor, that
pulls on the heartstrings, doesn't it?
It does a little bit more.
I mean, we've seen plenty of people like Simple did the same thing. Remember when he moved to America to play with Team Liquid, and they qualified for MLG. He was kind of a standard at that point, but yeah, it was a tearful moment as well.
Yeah, it really was. Though we did get a lot more great memes out of that, his whole adventure in America, which I really enjoyed.
There were some good ones. Here we go, Vice leading the way. He's done a great job in holes early on, mostly preventing any damage being taken. Oh, that is an awkward bounce. Oh, you don't like to see that. Blooper reel.
Yeah, down to 38. I feel like it's been a slow start here in the game for Hiko and Sick right now. Maybe they could be brought back into play in the second half. You could even see Kirby actually goes down towards where the smoke landed. He's looking at it thinking, what is going on here?
He knows. He's probably been there himself.
Yeah.
Well, here it is. 4 flashbangs remaining. Rogue have to use these smokes they have down at the moment. They can't let these go to waste. They don't have enough utility to kind of go for some kind of a re-execute. And again, they're going to have 4 oh my lord, that is an awkward situation for MSL.
Yeah.
He might have broken his wrist there with that.
Oh, Kirby, if he dies, the B-bomb side is just gone. If they turn around on him for whatever reason, he's so close to being around the corner, I would say, hey, oh, Kirby, this is such a risk, but they seem to be committed to it. They're going to run in. AC going to get a headshot on Ricky. It might work out anyway. Good double kill for AC. And Kirby just wants to be part of it here, and he's going to get the 1 kill at least, but it's easy to close out the round with a triple, and then a bit more on top. 8-7 in favor of North. I know Kirby has got his top 5 together with 80 right now, but I would say pushing up, even if it's late in the round, man, I'd be scared if he was on my team.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you have to trust the read, right? He did turn the corner and kind of see that was coming, so that kind of aggressive push after that, I think is fine. But certainly, even being at the end of it, you got to trust those 4 teammates. Because if he does go down, it is just an easy bailout to the B bomb site, and then it's a 50-50 toss-up of who wins that.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah. Now let's see.
I mean, that's a great half from Rogue. That is a great half from Rogue on the terrorist side. 7 rounds. Not saying it's necessarily enough. I think they're still underdog enough to where Rogue can really kind of come, or North can really come back in this.
Yeah, right. So it's 7 rounds with them winning the pistol. But in fairness to them, North won a bunch of ridiculous rounds that maybe they shouldn't have. So I don't know how it all turns out, but I feel like it could have been different. Oh, they're going to be running down the middle, Rogue. There's something Virtus Pro used to do when they were very good at playing this map. Ricky going to fall back and smoke it up, but they're shooting him in the back. Sick with a headshot. And now they're just chasing them. They're completely boxed in between the smoke and the army of Rogue that are coming up banana now. They're just rushing them. Sick, getting more headshots, shutting down MSL. A quick triple for him and AC. Oh my god, Sick with the quad kill. They got demolished in that round.
Oh my lord, the guts to go for that kind of a play. You wanted Sick to show up in this game, and that was perfect. And I mean, all the recipes here, we have all the ingredients, Anders, for an upset. Both pistol rounds won. Some cool anti-strat tactics busting out. Good play from Cadian. Good play from your star players so far on the Rogue side of things. This is going to be so dangerous for North.
It really is.
They're going to force up into this, but this game just got really, really spicy.
And obviously, at the turn of the half, you're just having that quick conversation with the teammates saying, okay, let's go. Now it's our turn. We've got this. And then you run into that kind of round.
Yeah.
Probably hard to keep that feeling up for that much longer after that kind of scenario. So, couple of SMGs, but nothing too crazy here on the Rogue side. And obviously the force up from North. No surprise there.
Well, we'll see. Rickett, he's got a Molotov, so if he gets pressured, Smoke as well and Sick, they've got to be careful now. North is getting really, really close. Cadian's actually on ramp side right by Arch. He can rotate pretty quick. That Molotov has to go down. There it is. They're going to come right through it. Blind. Oh, and he gets in. Actually, there's one player who leaked through all the flames, and no damage, no kills been found. Oh, Sick's not even aware. He's going to be a free kill eventually. There is one directly behind him, and finally, they swarm him.
Yep. Really deep infiltration going on there. Okay, we're going to go down in the meantime. 3 on 4. The bomb is down here for North. And And if they can steal it back, I mean, we might see the similar kind of craziness from the first half return here into the second half. Rogue have a pretty good shot at retaking this, though. They've got the weapons for it, and they are pretty early at the bomb site. Nice shot from Ricky, and now more coming through. A double for him on the retake. Valda getting one headshot, but he's going to get caught out, and he's the last guy defending. So quick on the defuse, even at 10 seconds, they aren't going to have enough time for it. So looking dangerous, but they recover it.
Did get a bit sketchy. Great kills from Ricky on the entry there. Even while getting blinded, that one far away, and the close-up taps as well. Kirby tried to get an angle. He tried to go for the hero play, picking up that M4 and getting back towards construction and trying to grab the angle that would not allow Rogue to make a comeback happen. 9-8. Plant is going to help North a lot, but they did invest a good amount into that previous round. They're going to do it again. No armor, upgraded pistols, bunch of smokes and flashes.
Round number 18 now, so about 2/3 of the way through potentially. And an 8 for North, 9 for Rogue at the moment. And North don't really have anything worth speaking of. They've got some smokes and some pistols here, but they don't have any armor, so
yeah, they can get mowed down pretty easy. Hiko and Halls.
I'm not too sure about this buy. Is it really?
The spy is not necessarily designed to win, although obviously it would be great. I think it's designed to get, you know, two kills, keep the money as low as possible. This is one of those maps where it's really, really valuable to keep teams at the breaking point. Especially in a game like this that just feels like it's going to be a slugfest down the stretch. Vice and Hiko over by Pit. Vice can easily fall back for a double Pit setup, saw how effective that could be.
Why are the chickens holding the corner up there? There's 2 of them as well.
They've militarized the chickens.
Yeah.
Is there nothing sacred anymore?
Go to AZ and Nico, you can see it. Like, what's happening? Well, in the pit, there are 2 of them. Smoke is going to be set up for that. Hiko a little bit early with the spray, but any second now they're going to try to make their way through. And that M4 stopping at least one. And a lot more coming in. And this is the kind of fight Hiko just loves. Great triple. No chance for any kind of an exit from that balcony. And Rogue are going to pick up one more round. 10-8.
Pretty bold, though, for Hiko to go for that kind of a peak as well. If he had kind of missed that first fight he took was an awkward angle. If he had died there, rifle gets salvaged, Pit is compromised. That player in Graveyard is going to have a real tough time. Doesn't turn out that way. Here we go into the first gun round. No AWP on the board for Rogue, neither for North. We got one SMG and a Fama still on the defensive side of things. Let's see how this goes. This is the first big test for Rogue. They had the rush down middle on pistol round, but now you have to go up against the tactics of MSL and North.
The tactics of Cadian absolutely surprised me. Looking much better than I was really expecting, so see if North have shaken off enough of the rust, enough of that dizziness that they were suffering from winning in Stockholm. They need to be ready right now. Rice looking to maybe be flashed around the corner, jumping right into it with that MP9 and the fire on top of MSL. Absolutely gone.
Oh my god, they keep countering him time and time again. North is trying to make a timing hit. They're saying there's 3 at the B bomb site. Go hit A right now. He goes to the bomb site. Cadian gets that one just as he gets blind through the smoke. Does some extra damage as well. They're slow to get into the site. It's all on Hiko. Flashbang doesn't work. Molotov gonna force him out, but he's got a great position. Can attack lane. He's blind for the moment. This is so sketchy. It's on a knife's edge and they stop just short. But now Hiko, Kirby's got the angle. Great reaction. Follows it up with 2. It's 10-8, and Valda 4 HP in a 1-on-3.
Yeah, that was the double kill they needed. He's going to get the bomb down, but how does he possibly make it out of this? They have no HEs or Molotovs to get rid of him, but they can just out-time him. He would have to land 3 consecutive headshots all in like 3 seconds for this to work out. I just don't see this happening. Hiding in the corner, eventually they're going to come and find him. The jump across, and Sick will take him down. Really well done. Hiko avoiding the fire, and I think who was coming out from the apartments? There was, I think maybe Valdo or Kirby was up there on top of him. And since he didn't jump down in pit, Hiko could stay by the hit card for a long time. Yeah. Got that double kill, really big play, 11-8.
Oh, Cadian got caught trying to block this. This shot is crazy. I didn't think he was going to be able to have that reaction. I thought he was done for sure, but great hold for Rogue, great response, and you could see the idea from North. They almost just got there in time, maybe just a couple seconds late. See that amount of pressure at the B bomb site, you know there's got to be 3, and you try and take advantage of a 4-on-2, and they almost did it. It almost isn't good enough. Definitely not anymore when you're down 8-11. And remember, facing elimination. No one would have thought this was possible just, 6 days ago when they're on that stage in Stockholm hoisting the trophy.
Taking down Astralis in the grand finals on land in front of a...
Astralis, Mousesports, and Navi.
Yeah, so you do all of that, you definitely expect to make it out of this stage, but we've seen it before, Moses, though. Majors are a different thing.
Yeah.
It's not the same, and North right now, 3 rounds down. Of course it can be salvaged, but this half-buy has to make a bit of damage. They've got to start building it right now. There can't be any more rope given. Nice shot from Cadian. Kjaerbye trying to get down into the underpass. That I suppose he did. Just not alive. That last detail, Moses, is important.
Yeah, here it's the most important, actually. Well, what do you do if you're North here? 4 on 5, you want some damage done, you've got utility. You've now lost 4 in a row in this second half.
I mean, this is where some of what you talked about may be even more important here for North. Just how readable are they? How much of what they're doing is what they were doing in Stockholm, and how much of that does Rogue already know and can recognize? Very hard for us to know right now, but it might be worth talking to Rogue about later on if they end up winning this. 4 on 5 grenades out here on Banana. It's always popular when you lose a player to go towards the B-bomb side. People tend to love that. They're going to send Valder back maybe for a bit of noise. 40 seconds now, so 10 more seconds, and they're going to have to commit to something. I think Valder threw like 1 flashbang, and now he's going to be back here. There are only 2 people holding, but they do have AKs, and that smoke. Ricky right in between, bumping into them in the smoke, and oh, that's a good kill. Nico taking down 1, and Sick has to try and back off, and he almost went down. 11 health. The bomb is going to be going down with 20 seconds. They've salvaged that 1 AK-47, and this would be a heroic return, but Sick, they try to push him. He gets 2 of them anyway. 11 health, didn't even matter. And now it's all on Nico. There was a big hope there for North to turn it around, and they just gave it away all on Nico. He's got to take this fight early, and it just doesn't even work. Vice will take him down. Rogue now at 12 and 8. That actually, I think, that's a bit of a heartbreaking moment for North. They must have known up until that point that things were looking decent.
I want to see the replay of Sick getting those 2 kills, because it seems like almost kind of crazy for them to go for this kind of a play, knowing he was still alive. Yeah, they got 1, but they didn't even look in his direction. They didn't even believe it was a possibility that he was going to be in there.
Which is strange, because...
Yeah, he got 1 kill on the boost. I guess maybe they thought he just fell straight back, which is, I mean, yeah, it's likely, but have to clear those corners.
Yeah.
I mean, you understand the idea, though. They want to take over construction. That's such a strong position to hold for the retake, especially if you can find a way to get a rifle on it.
Yeah, absolutely. Double up now for the CT side. Cadian maybe could have been rewarded sticking around, but not gonna risk it. Oh, shot right through MSL down to 34.
Listen, we haven't seen it yet in this game as Cadian is the primary opper for Rogue, but Rick is a very capable opper. He had his time in Renegades and CLG where he was stunning. Double nade onto Sick. That'll put him in notice.
He actually jumped up to catch the Moses. He was so excited.
Yeah, not anymore.
No, it's not
he learned his lesson.
Leave the live grenades alone.
Cadian with that ult is going to get smoked off again. Probably going to take a timing shot, holding his nerve, holding the trigger. Oh, he got some MSL going for the spam. Big mistake.
This is impressive, isn't it? You saw the vote at the beginning of it, and it was heavily favoring North. And I think did all of us pick North to win this?
We did.
Yeah.
Did indeed. As Chad put it the best, you knew this stage was set for an upset, and it's primed for it. It's possible, but you just can't go away from it at all times. This is a team that just won a major tournament last week.
Ricky in the back, flash in his face for the minute. He's unflashed by the time Kjaerbye comes around the corner, getting the one, the flick not connecting. He needs a bit of backup, but Sick is just waiting back here. Good flashbang from a teammate to set up that kill on Nico, and now they're running out of players. 15 seconds here. They can't even get the bomb plant down. They're still fighting to even control the bomb site, and no chance for Valder here. There's only 8 seconds. He cannot get that bomb plant. It's simply impossible at this stage, so Time is going to run out. He's going to get a headshot, but he has to back off. 13 rounds now for Rogue. 3 away from knocking North out of the tournament. And now the time is out. He's going to go down afterwards, so no loss bonus either. Oh, God.
That is an amazing sequence of teamwork for Rogue. The pick from Ricket, knowing the time as well. It's a great call from Sick to just bait Ricket as much as possible. You're not even trying to help. Let him go down out in the open with his one pick. Flashbang comes in from Vice right in front of the box. You get a free kill, and then you don't even peek for the second. You stay hidden. You make sure they have to chase you. Also, at that point, Vice is wrapping around and comes through the smoke to trade that frag. That is great stuff. Rogue hitting a phenomenal level here, and North just still looks so like they just look like they don't even know what's happening at the moment. 6 rounds in a row in this second half.
They probably don't, and I mean, you have to assume part of the analysis after this game, although I don't think we can ascribe all of it to it, but the fact that Rogue have won both the pistol rounds as well is such a big deal when you're playing a best of one, and they weren't even just wins, they were so great wins, weren't they? Really
they were
decisive.
Exclamation points of wins.
So, because the kills on North are looking kind of decent, I mean, they're getting the kills and everything, but they just started out being like 6 rounds behind or something like that, which is a problem.
This is absolutely mental. 13-8, Rogue in a powerful lead, and look at this change of pace. They want to go for it. Vice looks away for a flashbang. This is going to be tough. He tries to double off. They're running through flames as well. Cadian, he splits the attack with that Molotov, and he's even blind. Everything going right for Cadian, nothing going right for North. And they're shut down once again. Not a single point of damage being brought out onto Rogue.
Yeah, just easy. His shot in the back as well. You could have forgiven Vice for not challenging that smoke and just saying, like, you know what, we've got this handled, but I think that's the kind of confidence that grows when you start to win so many rounds and things are going so well. 14-8 now, 2 rounds away. And North, man, the comeback needed to bring this back, that would be monumental.
It'd have to be like a whole new team.
Yeah, basically.
Here's a buy and a half. 4 AKs, 1 Galil on Volda. Got a decent amount of, due to the obviously maxed out losing bonus, they've got a decent amount of cash behind this. So they may have one chance if they can't win this round.
Maybe time Moses for a coach on North to pull the fire alarm and just, you know...
bail out. Finish this later.
Yeah, delay it for 3 hours. I was expecting more overtimes. I don't think we've had enough Moses. Oh, that shot not connecting from Cadian, and yeah, he's gonna get back around the corner quick. Don't want to be... Not time for any kind of a stroll there.
Listen, he hasn't even called for backup. They pressured him all the way to sandbags, and he hasn't called anyone over. They're going to need it now, although Rick and Sick in front of the smoke. Something has to happen. Something from this Rogue team. They need to do something because that B bomb site is about to be laid waste to. And Cadian might get 1 kill, but to ask for more than that and a full execute into this bomb site is just too much.
Oh, flashbangs and smokes are up. Oh, he actually gets that shot. That could have easily been a double. Valda very low on health, and now they're going to cross. Is he going to try for the wall bang spam? He's a bit worried that they're chasing him down, but North Roll staying on the other side here. We're getting a good kill, and Valda following up there. The Galil done a lot of damage already. 4 versus 3, and Rogue circling really far away from the bomb site.
Yeah, they're giving up on this round, which is a good call. If Rogue just sits at these exits, find as many exit frags as possible, make sure that North has to reinvest and spend all that money out of a win, and then you can break the economy in the next round. So this isn't the worst thing to happen for Rogue, depending on how many kills they can find right here at the end. Hiko waiting around a corner. They might not check that. It's Sick and Vice to do this, to contain Banana.
Yep, and Vice going to be spotted out first. Great exit frags coming through. Nico and Hazy. And Kiebu even. Oh, nothing is contained. They all make their way out with the rifles. Pretty good stuff for North. I mean, again, she said they need to be a new team at this point in the game.
That's a good start. First step is there. Building up a little bit more cash flow as well. Double up again, going to come out for the Rogue side. And the good thing, I mean, it's a hard strategy to break at times, but the good thing about Rogue investing in double up is it will exhaust their money much, much quicker. So if North is ever looking for an easy way to get back and even up this scoreline, it would be to break that economy. And the double op is certainly going to help in that department. They have to be able to, they have to make sure that they don't take too much punishment early on in these rounds. You can see Cadian. He's been feeling it all game, and obviously Careby got picked off in this fashion once before.
Oh, just a bit of a stand up there. Maybe his shoulder showing, but he's going to fall back. Well, you stick around too long at that angle, you could get shut down from second mid as well. So maybe not worth it long term. They're pretty quick up here in the apartments, and Cadian's ready once again, taking down AZ. I wonder, I mean, I don't know if anyone is ever going to say this out loud, but I wonder if there's some feeling on North as well that the fact that you might be losing this game to Cadian because he's like the exiled one from Danish Counter-Strike, that even can hurt a little bit. You'll never get them to say that, but I wonder if there's something there. Ricky missing his timing. Going to be Molotoving up in front. That's a great Molotov. They're going to have to either use a grenade or wait for an excruciatingly long time on the other side, and that time waited is a big problem. Ricky goes down. Sick will get one. Oh, he almost followed up. The double spray would have maybe done it. And now it's a 3-on-3. Cadian walking in, scoped on the other side. Kind of waiting to see if anyone's going to come running through. A couple of shots. He's not revealing himself just yet. Hoping that they're in the wrong position. Valdet right on top, spamming through a little bit, and Cadian is just cold as ice right now. Scoped up so close, walks through, and he almost got that. That was really almost happening. Nico going to be taking down Vice, and the retake probably done here as Hiko is going to be alone. The bomb ticked quite far. There was a big opportunity there for Cadian.
I can't believe he went for that. You're exactly right. He was so close. They're trying to take the last weapon away. He's going to do it. Only kill for Valda in that round. 3 frags from MSL. Another B hit. Gets a win for North. I think Rogue here, money's starting to run out. I think you take a timeout. That's great. You're waiting for the response. Waiting for Ricka to do something, and Sick was almost able to double up. There was something weird. Cadian was on the rotation over, and when that Molotov was thrown down by Sick on the bomb site, it stopped the attack, but Cadian actually shifted back towards the A bomb site as if it was going to be a fake. Didn't stick around long enough. He could have had a flashbang to help his team out.
Yeah, it's because they waited behind the Molotov, right? He probably thought, wait, what's going on? Why?
Yeah, no, not hearing footsteps or something. That might be a sign, though. You don't want to start overthinking things.
That's a really good point, but it's also so hard not to do, right?
Yeah, it absolutely is. But when you're that rotator, right, and it's so critical that you get between bomb sites, it is so easy to be like, okay, I have to rotate to B, and then say, yeah, but what if this is a fake? And you can't have that. You have to go a little bit more by feeling in that sense.
Well.
Especially because you were halfway there, right? In that position, you're not really stopping any kind of thing, any kind of fake going on at the A bomb site either.
Yeah, that's a good point. So, the double orb turned out to be expensive, as you were pointing out, and see if it's gonna maybe change something for their economy here. At least there's an MP9 on Ricky, so certainly that's a bit of a problem. It's not devastating, but you don't want to let North back in the game. And if you were going to lose this game and get knocked out, you don't want to have it be a comeback from
14 to 8.
14 to 8, yeah. You definitely don't want that. That would keep you awake for a couple of nights, wouldn't it?
A couple of years.
A couple of years, Moses. It's pretty dark.
Oh no, Cadian. You do admire the risk that he's willing to take.
I feel like he has to play like this, you know?
Yeah.
He's leading the team, he's just feeling it, and he has had some good shots.
Leading strategically, and oh god, that scared me. Leading by the strategy and by example. Look at this call. Look at these guys. Vice coming over, full buy, 4 players here. Surely not.
Have they really done this?
Have they done them dirty?
This is what North have been trying to do, but haven't really made work. If they make this kind of a blind call to defend B, that would be so savage, wouldn't it? I think North would feel incredibly defeated at that point in time.
I think even I feel incredibly defeated if this works. Just throw the whole strat book of theory out. How long do you do this if you're Rogue, though? Like, are you just sacrificing a round and say, let's take a risk?
You're just saying, listen, Hiko, if they come A,
kill 5.
We need that quad at least. They're kind of making. You don't know yet. It could still go either way.
You know, they're just licking their chops right now. They're just like, yes, this is what we want. Oh, Hiko, you poor bastard.
Yeah, well, Spencer, now's the time. In the pit with an M4, alone versus 5. this would be nothing short of a miracle. Still ready and waiting for it. They're going to be coming all around him, and MSL to open it up, and he's straight executed down there. And there was Nico flanking him on the other side, so they save.
I don't know if this is maybe a reason why they did this, but I mean, if you look at it this way, it kind of is a pretty interesting risk to take. Rogue just stacking up and just saying, you know what, we'll just go for it at this B bomb site. Cadian's got 2,800, and with the bonus after losing, he's going to have plenty of money to drop over Hiko. So what have they really lost? They do allow North to get a little bit closer to get to 11 rounds, which is never good, but it's calculated risk when you have some rounds to play with, and obviously if it works out, it looks amazing. And it essentially assures you a win if they go into the B bomb site.
Yep, that's definitely true. And I mean, I think crucially as well, when you take that risk, right, the whole team mentally accepts that. You know, they just know. Now, they could break if they lose all these rifles, though. I think that can actually really make a difference. Team shot, I believe it was. Good help from Sick. And no, Ricky goes down anyway. Bit of a shame.
Just an SMG.
Yeah, it was. But,
Sick and Cadian can both drop M4s, so
yeah.
It's going to be a full buy here. No more taking risks of that nature. That's too much.
Once is enough, Moses?
Once is enough.
But they would never expect him to do it twice.
You are by far the worst devil's advocate.
I'll see what they're going to do now. 14-11. This game getting closer and closer to some kind of finish, although I'm not really sure exactly what we're going to see. This has actually been a very, very intense game from the first round, pretty much.
The back and forth, the great recovery from North at the end of that first half. 6 rounds in a row won by Rogue to start this half. They've been blanked ever since. It's been 3 straight for North. Not ideal. But here we go, the last buy that Rogue has before they'll have to save it. Meanwhile, North has built up a great economy outside of this. At the very least, they will not lose by being reset. Here we go, heavy play towards the A bomb site. 3 in halls with the bomb. MSL Nico coming up. Cadian might have a chance to get one shot. Hiko's going to have a big job to do as well.
Oh, there's a jump out, but he's going to get completely wrapped on. Kirby falling down, and they have to save once again. What a hit. What a great way to take a bomb site.
Nice and easy, and now North has the money to go on the hunt. This is where the round really begins. They've already won, but they want all the weapons. They want to take everything away from Rogue, and they're going to challenge for it. 4 players. Nico's going to sit around at this A bomb site and hide in pit. Ricky and Vice. One last stand here at the top. Banana nades ringing through. There's the flashbang. Molotovs as well. And Ricky's going to try and do everything he can. Sick is waiting over construction. Ricky can't get anything done. He's going to go down. Vice couldn't help him. Isolated by the Molotov. This is perfect from North. This is everything they could want to make this comeback happen. Sick is not going to get out with this weapon. He gets the first kill. They're wrapping down upon him. They're going to come in. They're going to press it all forward. That's not going to slow him. And there's the headshot.
What a win. After having already taken a round, that is every single rifle gone now. Maybe Rogue could go for a half buy here, but they certainly, I mean, if they force up in this round, that is inviting North to equalize the scoreline.
That becomes a disaster, yeah.
Yeah, very, very dangerous. I mean, I can't believe it. This is a great game.
Did you expect anything different from North? I mentioned it when we started. There is no way that they can afford to just give up when they hit adversity. 8-14. 4 in a row. And North, they won 6 rounds to start this half. Their CT side looked so good, looked so dominant. They were having no problems.
I have a feeling that Rogue are going to try something crazy in the next round. I like this flash out, but a little bit of trouble. Ricky picking up a kill, but he can't get the reload in time, and I should probably settle things for a minute.
Think they're going to try a mid-push, pissed around with weapons?
I can see them trying something really crazy in this next round.
That would be so bold.
I've just
as one of your last buys of the half as well.
Listen, remember it's Cadian in charge of the bus right now, Moses. He's a bit crazy.
Yeah, he is. Well, Vice got to take a peek now. He's got to get one of those shots. Oh, he missed the opportunity, but Cadian's here. They can find a way to flank this out. Kirby's coming up mid-late. He can't help these two. It's a 2-on-2 at this bomb site. Yes, it's pistols, but Cadian's here. He needs that frag, and he gets it. 2-on-1 inside the bomb site. AZ's being patient. 40 seconds on the clock.
front, Cadian. If he wins this fight, he's very low on health, and Kirby will take him down. And Vice just couldn't get out from behind that smoke. That was always going to be a problem. Now he's snuck in close, looking for the headshot against AC, and he instantly takes him out. That's a beautiful shot to land. Picks up the AK and taps the bomb. And Kirby, maybe he can guess there is no kit on the ground right now. The smoke is going to go up in front here, so it's going to be a very, very long defuse, and Kirby's just hiding on the other side. He knows how low on health he is. And Vice, he has to be the one to take the initiative. Kirby jumping through, and Vice, he gets him down, running back to the bomb. And I don't think this time he has to run for it. That is so close. North almost giving the whole game away.
What a hard-stopping moment. What a round from Rogue. That wasn't it. They didn't even catch North off guard. They had to battle heads up. Free AK-47 out of it, but they really wanted that win. That was intense. Cadian's got the AWP. Double op going to come out. They haven't actually, it feels like the double op is when they kind of started taking some losses.
Yeah, but I mean, on Banana, you know all you need is one good shot, and if they try and chase you, a follow-up, and that's the round, right?
We'll see.
Understand the temptation.
It throws your idea of a mid-push out of the window with 2 AWPs.
Or does it? Cadian
or does it?
Smoking off and pushing to look into mid and second mid. Gonna get great return there. The grenade just saving it and running back into the site, and Cadian has backed off from middle. Yeah, he is a madman, isn't he?
North fighting fire with fire. Non-stop aggression to open up these rounds. They have really picked up the pace, stopped shying away from fights. Cadian is here at the B bomb site all alone. Now, he called off a rotation earlier. Remember, he was the only one here in a 5-on-5. They need to keep someone close by. Excuse me, it's Sick, and he definitely needs teammates. He has no utility. He's got 1 flashbang and very little HP, but he's going to get the kill anyways. AZ stuck in that corner as the smoke clears, wanted to catch him off guard. This might force them back. Molotov. Flashbang, no presence, but it's cheating 2 rotations. Rogue feeling the pressure, everyone evacuating. Cadian's coming back now, and I think he has time to get into position, but that was so close.
Yes, he does, and Hiko inside of the bomb site. This could be a massive round. 1 good kill for Cadian here, and that puts so much pressure on the rest of North, trying to wrap around the bomb site. It buys time for Hiko as well. He's just ready and waiting. Oh, he turns around just at the wrong time. 1 is already crossed. Is he going to be ready for this? There's Hiko with 1 big kill, and Cadian, the bomb is down at 28 seconds. This might be everything they need. Valdir in a 1 versus 4. He's going to get the headshot, but there's no time. How does he pick up this bomb? They're all coming for him every second now, and the rest of Rogue get closer. He's got the bomb, walking into the grenade, Vice on the other side, and he's going to get double peek. Cadian will take him down. Rogue, they managed to call back that gravitation towards the B bomb side. 15-13 now. 1 round, away from knocking North out of this.
2 chances. AZ not expecting the AWPer in front of that smoke at that angle. This was a big kill. Hiko on point because Cadian had just turned his back, but that 1 fake that Valda throws over at the B bomb site almost punishes Rogue. Everyone leaving the bomb site until the last moment.
And we should say, I mean, normally throwing a Molotov and a smoke into a flash into a bomb site doesn't really count as a fake. But when you're this close and the tension is so high, you can
inexperience.
Yeah, and you can tell like the psychological impact on Rogue in that round. Instantly, they thought something was up.
Especially knowing Sick only has 30 HP or so in that round, you really want to jump a rotation. Well, complexity was just in this situation on the last map. 2 rounds to close it out. North, 2 rounds to bring us to OT, or they go home early, which would just be an astounding result.
Yeah, it really would be. I mean, it would just be obviously very hard on the team, but also very hard to explain in general. 15-13. Round number 29. Cadian not going to push the middle this time. He did spawn quite far away from it as well. They're going to try and run them down. Oh my god, that should have been the perfect opening.
Fair play to Kirby. That's a great attempt.
He definitely had the idea. He had the timing and everything down right. 1 good shot from Sick will close him out. No. Now though,
they're
what
in
do they
so
do?
much trouble. Falling back into a B hit.
I mean, he must have called it through, Kirby, that he hit them, right? Like, 1 must be low.
How many times have you relied on a low call?
It can get risky. But where Ricky... Oh, I mean, they have some grenades. Ricky, Molotov'd out, maybe. Much harder to get rid of Sick. But you can probably land a good Molotov that will put some pressure on Ricky. It's all random, though.
You have a man advantage. You don't need to cause. You don't need to rotate. And I think that's exactly what Katie and Erhiko just called out. We don't need you here. There's no presence. Do not leave that B-bomb site.
Oh, here come all the grenades. This might be the last hurrah for North at this major tournament. Ricky cancelling out the Molotov. Sick has to fall back. The flashbangs are right in his eyes. 35 seconds and the spray through from AZ. Doing his due diligence, checking that corner. Ricky is down. Now it's a 4-on-4. North fighting to stay alive. MSL will take down Sick and they have to back off. You imagine your heart pounding as you're running into that bomb site. You know one mistake and you're going home. And they made it work for one more round. 14-15.
Well, Caribbean a lifeline as well. He probably felt like he failed in that round. That was a great attempt from him to open things up. Almost had the double, almost had the knockout punch, which, oddly enough, essentially would have been the same result as what we have going on right now. Still so much money for North, so you can see they're all on the hunt. This is, I mean, once again, this is still not over.
And Rogue actually, I mean, they're going to save these rifles, it looked like, but if they didn't, it'd be a complete disaster for them.
Yes.
They'd really be in trouble. That would almost guarantee everyone's favorite overtime. Oh, easy. That's an important kill. Just on mice. That's great. It makes a huge difference in this round.
That's going to take a rifle away, I think. Cadian can drop one and maybe an Afamas. Oh, that really hurts. There's the one rifle over to Rickett. UMP dropped to Sick. Yeah, so that just takes one M4 out of the equation. Every little bit counts.
30th round.
It's been a 6-1 run for North to come back into this game. Great damage with the HE grenade. 3 players here. Are North really doing this?
They are rushing into the bomb site. They're ready. They're not stopping. It's all down to this, and Ricky gonna pick up one. A great double kill. They might have made a big mistake here. They keep on pressuring it, but there's so many people on the bomb site. Finally, they take down Ricky, but Sick is hiding in the corner. They don't even know that he's here. It could happen all over again, Moses. MSL is gonna get the bomb plant, but there is a snake inside of the bomb site. This time it's Sick, and MSL is waiting in yellow. They have no idea that he's here. They're not even looking for him anymore. And he's going to come creeping out. Oh, he got spotted. Kirby gets a headshot. Oh my god! How did he know? The triple kill now from Kirby. And Hiko and Cadian, they must know this is the last chance. How do you get back into a bomb site? Overtime would be devastating right now for Rogue. North have fought all the way back into the game. Somehow they've made it. Cadian goes down, and we're going to go to overtime. Quad kill from Kirby.
Oh, Sick tries to run that route. He tries to clear the corner. You have to just play the position, and that's when Kirby spots him, right when he comes out. It's such a tough call to make. Should he be fighting here? Should he be hiding? And I'm not sure you can blame, but you can see that route that he runs, trying to clear immediately to the left in second oranges. That's what gives away the game. What a performance from North. Imagine, major life on the line, you call a B-rush.
Yeah, that takes a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, that takes some courage.
Especially because, what, they had it quad stacked earlier and you knew?
Yeah, that takes some family jewels on that man. 15-15.
What a game. We love it here at the end of the day. So, the winner gets to go and play tomorrow for best of 3.
Best of 3.
Loser goes out. Rogue have certainly, they must have impressed, they've certainly impressed me, but there must be a bunch of people out there who've been converted into, you know, soft Rogue fans. Want to see more maybe, but it's a compelling story, isn't it?
It really has been great. What a heartbreaking way to go out as well if you're Rogue.
Losing in overtime, yeah, nobody wants to see that.
Up 6 rounds at one point.
I mean, would be a compelling story the other way if North made their way back and somehow could go into the, well, I mean, if they could win the best 3 tomorrow and continue on.
Yeah, that'd be a phenomenal story as well. Sick. There's the flashbang. Oh, he peeks out. He gets blinded as well. Nico's going to try and chase him down. There's another follow-up. He gets a double. Ricky got to be careful with the off. The bomb is on the other side of it. They come through. Oh, AZ's going to get 2 kills. This is so awkward. Certainly not. Cadian shuts him down. Holy shit.
What did we just see? What just happened? He decided to go for the knife. He had more bullets, right?
Yeah, I think he turned the corner with the knife out, and he just said, well, there's only one thing to do from here. I guess. Oh, Valda heard that scope. Maybe not.
I can't believe it. I mean, you must be right. He got the kill and thought, I'm gonna run around the corner to get to the balcony.
And he was just so committed at that point.
I don't know what to say. Cadian must have had a heart attack as well.
It's just so weird looking. It's like a zombie mode. Just you have a zombie with a knife running at you for no reason. Oh my lord. 16 to 15. What a game this is turning out to be. Crossing over. Sick and Ricky over at the B bomb site. I can't handle it.
I mean, you're probably not going to see that again for the rest of the major. Let's. Oh wow! Utterly wrecked by Valda. That's a really good shot. He does go down to 6 health at the end, but not bad at all.
Look at this rotation, though. They jump Sick over. This is still a fully manned, fully staffed A bomb site.
Only 2 Molotovs. If they spend one of them in that corner where Sick is, that might be the one opening that they really need. MSL going to go and check it the hard way, though. 6 setting up for a little flashbang. Goes for the peek, and they almost lined up for a complete spray down. There's Hiko challenging inside of the hallways, diffusing a big threat. He even saw that nobody else was there, so what a lot of information to work with. They're going to fall back with 50 seconds, and for some reason...
Ricky's not there.
Ricky's left the bomb site, and there's 1 smoke left on AZ. Oh, if they get that smoke up quick, Ricky, this could be a really big mistake. Instantly smoking up, and he wants to run for it, but he just can't get there in time. Shooting right under the feet, 30 seconds, the bomb will go down.
Listen, you can't even fault Ricky for the rotation. North was fully committed to that A bomb site before the kills came out. They called the audible.
Yeah.
This is going to be so tough to get back into. Oh my lord, Hiko does it again. Here he comes. The once and future clutch master.
Yeah, he might be back to his old ways, Nico. There's going to be a shadow showing on the ground here. Ricky going to be walking right in front. He sees the gun barrel, instant headshot, and now the turnaround. He knows more are coming as well. 2-on-2, the bomb ticking away, and it's so far ticked already. I don't actually think they have time for this, bro. They're going to be right on it. The spray is through. 2 seconds. Knife is out, stabbing him inside. 0.8 seconds left, and the bomb is absolutely going to go off. That was so close. We got on after all, Moses, but the defuse. We're going to need to see slow. I'm pretty sure that's 8.8.
That was so. I thought for a second that they were going to kill Hiko through that smoke and think that was the diffuser. What intuition causes you to spam? And yeah, this is just desperate. This is really all he has available to him. Hiko just wouldn't go down.
Just look at this 0.8 when he gets it. Unbelievable. If he misses one of those stabs.
I mean, remember, Vice got tagged down to 76 as well when he's coming in. How much is a knife stab? Do you know?
Not the regular one. I'm sorry, I don't. I should, Moses.
How's the bus taste?
Vice,
oh my lord.
He's cramped through. What is this utterly mad game that we're seeing? This is not supposed to happen. Excellent kill. The follow-up spray. Oh, he gets the headshot transfer. How does that even work?
And keynote, Cadian had his back as well. There was one player coming around to backstab Vice, but Rogue making all the plays down the stretch. They've got themselves a 5-on-1 to take a round lead in this first half of overtime. Valda going to try and do whatever he can. It seems like he's been left in the cold a couple of times. He's the last guy left alone, just made to look silly. Spam coming through, they know exactly where he is. There's the finishing blow. 17 to 16 in the favor of Rogue. Cadian 26, 25 on Sick.
This was a godlike spray from Vice. I mean,
the control as well, because it's easy to panic, especially obviously in a playoff game at the major where that second player, like, he had to go back and clean up that kill, didn't he? He really kind of I don't want to say screwed it up. It's not necessarily the easiest shot in the world, but could have panicked a little bit more.
We see that happen a lot, especially when you are in one of those flanking situations where it looks and it feels like you've got the easiest double kill of your life, and then yeah, just a little mistake will screw it all up. 17-16 favoring Rogue now. They've got 3 chances to get 2 rounds here on the T side of Inferno. This is one of the best games I've seen in a while. It's really, really just mad Counter-Strike all over the place.
There's some crazy things going on in this game that you just wouldn't expect. It's not like, I mean, it's what we always say, right? It's not like the most beautiful, the prettiest Counter-Strike. It's not perfect,
oh, no.
But like, this is awesome.
Oh no, this isn't watching the Diamond Standard at all. But but some of the rounds that are called are just, they're so creative, right? And sometimes when you're watching, you know, two of the top teams that are so used to playing each other that you sort of almost feel like you've seen it all. So to see some of this stuff here is really just great. A Rogue, a team that we don't get to see very often. North we've seen a lot of, but they're getting tested to the max right now. Cadian finding a spot right in front, and they're gonna try and see if they could push him behind it. Grenade could have been much worse.
I don't know how, but he could have been absolutely battered by something. 2 HP.
All right. Could that have been a random dink through?
It might have been. It looked like Rogue. It seems like they want to find a timing, much like North did, but they were just a little bit too slow in the take. They paused here at the top. Interesting to note as well for North, 5 rifles. They don't have an AWP that we saw in regulation, maybe fearing the economic repercussions here of overtime.
Could definitely be a gap built between those two smokes, and Kirby's happy to occupy that for the minute. I think Vice is up in the apartments just hoping to look somebody in the bomb site, maybe hoping for an angle in there.
North have no idea what's going on. They have no clue that this is about to come.
No, they really don't. Nico being forced out of the pit, the flashbang right in his eyes. Valde going to take down Sick and return to a 4-3. Looking good for them right now. They still need to hold on, and Hiko left on just 2 health from that initial engagement, instantly shutting down the last defender in Valde. Now a 3-on-3. He's low on health, but he's certainly still alive. And now MSL coming in from one angle, and this could be the big play right here. Hiko's down there. It's just a smoke, and it's not going to go down into the pit. A grenade would have done him in. And MSL sneaking through. One flashbang. Hiko finally going down. 3-on-2. Holding on to the bomb inside of the site, and it's going to take a long time. Oh, a flick coming out. Cadian taking down Easy. And Kirby, the last one, is going to go down. Cadian drops him. 18-16. What a defense, and what a round from Rogue.
Great shot. Props to Hiko. 2 HP entering in onto the bomb site. That is incredible. It had to be immediate. Couldn't handle MSL later on, who had a very fast flank, but Cadian now delivering inside the site. 2 more rounds, 2 more chances for Rogue to knock North out of the major. What a tough hit. They threw so much utility, denied so much information to North, moved halfway up lane, and when they re-execute, North just did not expect them to be that close.
Yeah, Hiko's really started to come back into the game. He had such a slow beginning to this one, but throughout the last stretch of the second half and here in overtime as well, it's looked a lot better. 18-16. Just one mistake here is going to cost North their tournament run. MSL had the right idea, unable to finish it, but Sick for good reasons can't really chase him down.
No reason to risk it this early in the round. You force back the offer, that's the priority. North playing so passive, so far back, a far cry from what we saw in the previous round with nades coming down Banana. They don't want to risk taking any damage or losing anyone too early into the round. MSL, ooh, he's going to challenge, he's going to find it. Vice trying to hold off that push, but if you don't get that immediate headshot, it's all over.
And again, those kind of challenges are not easy to do when you're about to get knocked out. You've got to summon the courage somehow to make that sort of play, especially when you're Alper, especially when you're the captain. 33 seconds as they try and crunch the bomb site here. And what patience for MSL. Could have maybe even had the follow-up with Kirby dropping the bomb on the other side, and Cadian gets one, but it should be all over here. 22 seconds in a 2-on-3. AZ holding construction, and he's going to take down Sick. What a heroic play here for MSL. That's so well done. Now, Cadian is going to have one last chance here against his... No, not even that. Valde instantly there. He wanted to get away, and I can understand why, but could have maybe been an interesting 1 versus 3. Either way, 18-17 now, and might get in double overtime if they can win one more round here.
It's very possible. It's within the grasp. That B split, yeah, MSL just whittles him down enough. First Vice, and then Ricka holding his nerve with that kind of a shoulder peek.
And yeah, I was going to say that's very hard to do. Again, all the pressure on MSL in that one.
It's very hard to do in the 6th round of the game, much less.
Yeah, much less in the 35th.
Oh boy. Extra pistols being dropped in the ground just in case you ever retreating in CT spawn and need a swap out.
Why not?
Yeah, just a little bit of a safety net. 3 players up banana. This time it looks like they're going to challenge. Smoke coming down. Molotovs as well. Cadian getting blind. You don't want to go too deep into this. You know he likes that fight. That's a mistake. Cadian, this round, maybe trying to do too much. Here comes Sick up mid. Can they find their way into this bomb site? 4 defenders, and they've really hit the brakes.
What a high-tier player MSL has turned into with this AWP. I mean, this is an overtime for one of the most important tournaments, if not the most important tournament of their lives, and that's back-to-back rounds where he goes and looks for the opening and gets it. You can't really ask for anything more if you're on MSL's team right now.
At Stockholm, he did a great job, but he wasn't having a high percentage of opening kills. He stepped it up, like you said here. Again, so close to lane, so close to being ready to blow this up.
Yeah, it's the fact that there's going to be no signal almost. There are a couple of flashes, and now they're going to make their way around the corner. Smoke up flash, blocking up one. Oh, that might have been a team flash, in fact, and Kirby's still hiding back here. He wants somebody to drop. He's going to get what he wished for. Big double kill, taking down Vice and Hiko. And ladies and gentlemen, double overtime is definitely going to happen here. 18-18. Yeah, let's keep this going. This game is too good to finish now.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. Nice play from Caribbean, just hiding the goal in mind the whole way, not picking up too early. And you're right, that is a team flash. And the last time they did that, I think it was just the round before, same thing happened. They went for that very same play in the pop flash. The timing is just a little bit off by a quarter second. Cadian cannot be making those plays, though. If you know there's going to be an Opera atop banana, you need to use the flashbang. Operas at this level just too good.
I actually can't believe we've been this blessed with great games in the Challenger stage. Think how many teams we haven't even seen play yet.
It is just so mental.
How is it this good? Do we deserve it, Moses? Should we be feeling guilty?
I think we deserve it. We've done a lot of good things this year.
I appreciate it.
I have. I don't know about you.
Never. Round number 37 now. And it's getting way out of control. New score to look for is 22. Valder just going to be... Oh, he's going to continue with the backup of MSL. Chasing down the middle, but they are holding on. They're kind of ready for it. Rogue have been doing something similar, so they felt a bit paranoid in that moment. But how do you see Valder being here? Now that nothing's happened for a good 5 seconds, you might just think, well, could have just been the one grenade, surely. And now they're going to be coming up out of the underpass. Valder's so ready. Ricky, oh, the gun barrel. Ricky actually gets the kill, but Valder's still following up and still traded. What a mad situation.
Well, that's what makes it so amazing that Vice pulled that off earlier. Look at how easily that can go to hell. Valda had that round 1.
The weapon model blocked him from killing Ricky before Ricky took down MSL. I mean, what are the odds?
What do you do here if you're Rogue? You can actually just go to the B bomb site. If that's what they do, it's going to be mental.
They do, but
I'm not sure why that Molotov is thrown. Did they realize the trajectory of it? They had to. Yeah, that gives AZ the indication of what's coming, and he just spotted one now. They know exactly where he is, but he just gave up the game a little bit early. Thinks he's getting split, so that Molotov is used to hold him off. And here comes Sick. He's got nades in his hand. Sick's going to win that with ease. Bomb's going to get planted. Does North actually want to go for this retake? They've been playing economic games at disadvantaged retakes for some time.
Yeah, they have.
If Hiko just stands in that smoke? That's so bold.
I mean, he currently is. That is incredibly bold. You're not wrong. He's maybe starting to feel the game a bit more, and what a worrying sign for North if Hiko is going to start to play at 100%. I don't think we've seen that really yet in this game. One good kill, the price for the refrag, and Kirby about to get shot in the back. So, a round 1 for Rogue here. First round of second overtime. I feel like AZ had the advanced warning, but he still looked like he sort of panicked a little bit. And I guess he didn't know, he thought they were coming banana as well, right?
You can't know it's all 3, right? You just know there's some. This is great from Valda, but Vice just happens to be the second player coming through underpass. Yeah, I think that smoke that he was throwing might have been too much. At a certain point, you got to fight for your life. It's hard to tell in that kind of a situation, though, when you don't have the intel. You know they're in spawn, you saw one, you had the communication, you just don't know how many it is. Rogue is playing some very good Counter-Strike. There's the flashbang. There's the blind as well. Cadian.
You see that player at the bottom of banana with his hand in front of his eyes. You feel like that's it. I've got him. Oh no, wait. Nice shot. The gun barrel showing as well. Great position. That's going to be one. Oh, and the follow-up headshot transferring. It is ready for another peek, but Hiko will take him down. And now Nico from the other side. That's going to be more trading going their way. He just gets back around the corner, and North ready to return the favor. And AZ, oh, he made a bit of noise there, and he's going to go down to Vice. Uh-oh. At least a chance here, because Nico's coming up to that corner, but he's got 16 health, so if Vice win this one-on-3 could really quickly turn into an uncomfortable one-on-one. Does he know how close he is? I'm not sure he does. Nico could be walking into a straight kill here. Vice picking it up. Oh, he doesn't see it coming. Important timing, important round for North.
Rogue need to, I don't know if they have a timeout left, they might want to take one, but someone needs to tell them to calm down. When they get some advantages, they think they're way safer than they actually are. They haven't been prepared for a lot of the counter peaks coming out from North. Getting a little bit ahead of themselves here, down in double overtime. Not clearing out Valda as well. You can see they're just trying to get over towards Rap side as soon as possible and kind of take that angle.
Imagine if Vice had been looking the other way.
Yeah, just one bullet. He even was looking there. He just shifted his aim very, very quickly. I mean, that, you have to give props as well. That's a pretty confident play from Nico. If he goes down there, puts his AWPing teammate in a 1 versus 1 on the other side of the map.
Oh man, they're again with this play. Doing it twice in double overtime. MSL gets grenaded. Oh, and they jump back. Valda, he's in trouble. He's going to get the one and a big double kill. How does he keep doing it? Now he's smoking up on the other side. They chase him down as he's reloading. That's also a mental play from Sick. There could have been someone top mid trying to hold that corner as well. I can't believe this game. It's all over the place.
Yeah, Valda delivering. Vice can find a way to punish Nico as well. This is all on Nico at the moment. AZ's on the other side. A nade would do so much damage.
He's scrolling back. He wants to find the right timing. They're going to grenade him out of there. And instantly shut down. Vice with the kill. Can't trace him as he's falling back. AZ really wants that headshot. The grenade won't kill him, but it does a little bit at least. Now going to get the retake. Kierbus here so quick as AZ goes down. It no longer seems possible, but it is the last round here, so might as well go for it. Kierbus going to be charging in, and Vice will take him down. What a great double OT for Vice so far. Triple in that round. 20-19. Rogue need 2 rounds, and North need 3.
That's the second round that Valda, you have to feel for him. Both pushes, he's come down and he's got a double kill. The first time, as you said, his vision was blocked by the gun model and Rika gets a kill that allows it to be a 3-on-3. This time when he comes down, it's a double nade at the top banana that yields Rogue the kill that neutralizes the double kill once he eventually gets taken out again. So close to providing North crucial advantages on those CT rounds.
Vice has got 31 kills. Again, for a kid that we've never heard of, Moses, to be playing this well at a major, isn't it just amazing?
It is absolutely incredible. It takes a little bit of time usually. It also helps when you have veterans like Cadian with 31 kills as well, because maybe you have a slow start tournament of this level, but he'll carry you through a couple stretches here and there.
Bit of a battle here. Second half of second overtime. Grenades being exchanged, and I guess they do some damage to Sick, which is unfortunate, but he will live. And they're going to fall right straight back. Did they get a sense of how many people were there? Really speeding it up now. If they're going to try and knock out this A-bomb side, and with that shot from Valda, it's pretty much done. Hiko's the last one here defending, and he just can't. There's no way. He was always going to go down. Maybe he could have got a double, but even then it would have been nearly impossible to survive any further. And Ricky and Sick going to run for it. What a call from North.
Yeah, they might have been counting the nades, but also I think they've countered that so much in the first half. It could just be a straight up, listen, we're going to do this. We're going to apply a little bit of pressure, keep him there just for a couple seconds, and fall back and straight rush up middle.
That opening from Valda, I mean, he's stepped it up incredibly as well here the last 4 or 5 rounds.
6 kills in the last 3 rounds.
It's not bad.
And now hunting down the weapons. With the investment into the AWP, this would be huge if Kierbus can get anything. Rick is watching for exactly this. Oh my lord, the timing on that. It just moved away and, oh, Sick. Bold to go back for more, but he do complete the kill. 20-20, all tied up. Magic number being 22. Oh, he almost had a double there.
Yeah. Valda dropped low, but surviving. 20-20, and you're right. 22nd round of both teams looking for that one. AK-47s all across the board for North, and Cadian has that AWP, which has been great for him. He's been playing such a... I can't remember Cadian ever playing as well in his whole career. What a time to do it as well.
Yeah, in the major against a Danish team to knock them out, doing his best.
Yeah.
I don't know what's more motivating, knocking out Danish team to him or staying alive in the major.
I feel like it would be a slight bit of a statement, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
The exiled son has returned.
You thought you didn't need me. He's sitting over on Rap side, and every time he's been here, North has smoked this off. No surprises. So on the last game, a lot of double pit. Vice and Hiko have been playing a lot inside of the bomb site.
Yeah, that in itself could be an interesting switch up, especially if North's grenades are going to be tailored to block off the pit.
That's another fake. So North really trying to exploit the nerves. Look at this smoke wall. Oh, Rick is pushing up in the smoke. Sick is rotating away. Yeah, they've jumped the gun. North is doing it.
Yeah, but
they're leaning on the inexperience.
Ricky, he's got the lineup. Oh, a big double. Shutting down the bomb. AZ comes back, and Ricky is a god right now. Taking 3. The bomb site was gone. It was done. It was almost certainly going to be a bomb plant immediately, and no chance for any kind of a rotation. Who makes that kind of a play this late in the game? May have just secured them the win that they needed. Now Nico's going to be going down, but all praise in that round goes to Ricky. That was, I mean, again, imagine how hard it is to, you miss up even once. And that's it.
He almost got the quad kill, and you almost really wanted him to get it just because that was an incredible sequence going in through the smoke. There's one Australian still alive in this tournament, and he is making it count. Double kill to save his team. Everyone was running away. Everyone thought it was A, and Ricky coming through the smoke like a champion. 21-20. North haven't yet had a chance to win this game. We saw that in the NIP Astralis.
Yeah.
Astralis never had a chance to win it. They were always clawing back. It's the same thing here with North.
Cadian in the middle with the AWP. I'm not going to stick around and challenge it. One more round, Rogue. They've put in all of the work. They've done leagues better than anybody I think was expecting. But now they need that one last step. Just to be able to put this win in, continue on to tomorrow, playing that best of 3. Let's see.
There's no way Rogue falls for a fake again. There's no way. It's been 2 rounds now, and they've bit hard. Cadian will have the quick jump. This is the tough. Oh, look at Kirby. He's going all the way through. He's so quick. No one spotted this either. Do they know? I don't think so. Ricky might know, but Sick is stuck.
How does one do this? He just made it happen, and now Ricky is absolutely gone. That smoke is actually somehow helping him out now. He's going to come through anyway, and Kirby going to get the kill on him. Now very isolated on the bomb site, Sick alone. A kill right now would be beautiful. A double would be a fantasy. 40 seconds. They know he's here. The Molotov is in, and he's going to be going down to MSL. We might be seeing triple overtime. Cadian, one good flick, taking down Valda. They need a lot more at the moment. The bomb finally down. 3-on-3 commencing here. Everything on the line, Rogue. They need these last 3 kills. They need them quick to secure their win for tomorrow. Otherwise, triple overtime. Who knows what happens. Kirby, he wants it just as much as they do. Vice going to pick up 1 kill. Kirby with the spray. He does the damage. He's going to get 1 more in there. Now time is nearly run out. Nico just has to hide. There is a Molotov on Vice. That's the only thing that can save them, but it's going to have to be so quick, and it's a bit too far forward. Nico stays alive, and I think now the bomb is so far ticked. There's almost no chance. Nico waiting, and triple overtime is going to be right here and now.
Oh no, I'm not sure what that Molotov before might have been a misclick from Vice, but if he had put that in back left, he likely had a chance to win it. That is such a cool play from North, and it's kind of right out of the same vein as what Astralis does on Mirage with Magis getting up close in the smokes at the B bomb site. You get him up close, you get him in the smoke, 1 pop flash. They're blind for just a couple seconds. They can't hear a massive amount of noise, so he sneaks right behind him. What an assassin to open up the site. I think this is what we call a bathroom break.
Well, fair play to them, I suppose. We can only go on for so long. Not you and I, Moses. We're not going to crumble to that kind of thing.
No. We are not weak.
We're not weak like that, no.
Catheters.
Men of a different age. Realize the audience can't hear the producer, so you just said catheters with no context whatsoever, Moses. You sound like a crazy person.
That's fine. I feel like I am going crazy at this point. This is so many overtimes of this event.
This is beautiful. This is everything that I want, Moses. I just can't believe that we've been so lucky with these games. It's been all throughout. I'll take some of the tech issues. I'll take some of the long days for this. I'm perfectly fine with it. I'll trade it all for these games.
This is what we're all here for. All 24 teams that'll be coming to London. All of us on the broadcast, all of us behind the scenes. All the fans coming.
Here's something that, I'll say this early on, here's something that's worth thinking about.
Yeah.
When the rest of the team join us for the Legends stage, I can see a world in which some of those teams are going to be much slower out the gate than the teams that have been through this crazy marathon. Like, I think it could be sort of like a shock feeling, because they're obviously watching at home, right? Yeah. They're watching these games and they're thinking, okay, well,
they're practicing 8 hours a day.
It's interesting, right? But it isn't the same. Like, I think you could be a couple of, I mean, hopefully just a couple of rounds, but it could even be like a map before you realize, oh wait, that's the level.
Yeah, this is the feeling again. Well, it wasn't. I mean, that was one of the first things that Taka said to me when I saw him here. Was just like, you know, he hadn't played a game since the finals of E-League. And that was over a month, you know, so he was just like, this is strange. Sometimes it's sitting down at the PC and the mouse feels a little bit alien. It's good to see our boy Hiko, though, fighting for a spot in the major in triple overtime.
Oh, what a game.
Cadian, his redemption stories are great. Saw how much it means to him. Left family and friends back in Denmark. Has been living in North America, practicing with this team, and they had to fight. They had to fight to stay in Pro League. Even they didn't have a lot of success in this team early on. That's the crazy thing. Like normally, if that kind of happens, and I actually met up with Cadian in January out in New York at the MDL LAN, which is where the relegation happened. They had to fight to stay in Pro League, and you know, you get to a point in a career where you've been on some pro teams, and if you encounter that kind of a struggle, a lot of times people are just like, you know what, why am I living in North America for this?
I'll be honest, I'm getting a bit nervous because just think about in the last 10, 12 days, how many up-and-coming North American teams we've seen. Ghost Gaming in Stockholm.
Yeah.
Rogue here and Complexity 2.
NRG's around.
There's so many teams out there.
Shout out Daps.
Shout out to Daps, indeed. There are so many teams out there that not that long ago I would have just waved off Moses. Arrogantly said, no, not these North American people again. Don't want them.
Couldn't blame you.
Don't need them anymore.
Yeah, now we're here. We're back.
It's really quite something, isn't it?
Flying the flag. Got all that freedom.
Yeah, all the freedom in the world. Yeah, it's beautiful. I wanted to keep going, and I guess it will. Third overtime coming up as soon as they're all back from the bathroom break.
I wonder if that's a rule in the book, like you get a bathroom break after 3 overtimes.
I don't know if it is, but I feel like it's the humane thing to do, Moses.
When have we ever done that?
I don't know. We wouldn't want the UN to show up eventually, you know? I think
that'd be an epic headline.
Yeah?
Yeah. All right.
Hague intervenes in Counter-Strike tournament in London.
Enough of that. It's back to Counter-Strike. I hope you didn't go too far. 21-21, triple overtime beginning right now. North and Rogue. Loser goes home, and no one wants to lose, obviously. No. Canadian, some aggression, and those A-holes peering out into ult mid. Made damage being exchanged.
No, nobody's ready to say goodnight yet, but eventually the sun is going to have to go down on one of these teams. AZ checking out the apartments on this side, not finding any challenge yet. This has been such an incredible game. There are going to be some people who went to bed early and they're going to wake up tomorrow and they're going to have to watch this VOD because it's just that good. Flashes all over the place as they take top mid, and that will actually draw a bit of a rotation back from the other side. I think Sick making his way over there. It might be just in time. Cadian getting the kill on AZ, and Sick, he's just walked past them as they make their way to the other side. They're going to see him. Ricky taking down Nico. This is a great start right now.
They need to make a decision right now. They need to push down mid or come through CT spawn, but Ricky's holding onto the bomb site so well. He might have just saved them. They can't all evacuate. Rogue still, they're all leaving, but Caribbean has an avenue back into the A bomb site. He can't possibly know this, but he's about to call MSL over. This is so weird. I cannot believe all 5 players left. And there is still an element of danger in this round for Rogue.
I've never seen anything like this. I mean, they're going to find the bomb now on MSL, surely. That's the giveaway. If they didn't see him with the bomb, maybe they would be tricked by it, but now no chance. Kirby, one good kill. Trying to see if he can deathmatch his way into the round here, but
he needs that bonus money. He needs to go die, so you can see just being hyper-aggressive, trying to take away what he can, but he's need to do it before the time runs out. 3 seconds. Oh, he's tapping away. Knife's out. He's going to finally get it. The knife works. They're not going to be able to get away. They have to rebuy the AWP. They're not going to be able to find Kirby at the end. What is happening?
This is just amazing, isn't it?
I'll tell you what. Ricky in regulation with the AWP had a really tough time properly defending this bomb site. Ever since he got the M4 back in his hands, he's been an absolute beast.
Just a couple of shots finished off with the knife, but Rogue will win the round, and that is the only thing that matters right now. 22-21. Again, they go for the aggressive push down the middle. Valda was doing this when North are playing on the CT side. Now it's Vice doing it with a little bit of backup from Canadian, but Kierby's so ready for it, and he's going to take that kill. Well read. This time they do not get surprised, but this follow-up we haven't seen. Sick playing aggressively, and AZ getting completely caught with his pants down.
There's going to be one more battle here. Sick pushes up the guts. He even gets Molotov by his teammates. They have to hit this B bomb site now. The map is so shrunk. They have to just go for it. And Cadian's going to have the AWP again with that smoke up. It's the worst weapon to support your team. Rika not peeking, waiting. MSL has jumped up, and that's a big fight to lose. But Cadian misses as well, and there's a chance now for North.
Somehow we end up in a 3-on-3 after all of that. The push down the middle, out in apartments as well. 3-on-3, and look at Kirby. Oh, God. No one is going to see this deep play.
Been watching Ty Lu demos.
Yeah, apparently so, and he may have also slightly lost his mind, but at this stage, it might just work. Grenade deep on MSL. Kirby has been playing lights. Oh no, a team kill. Hiko taking down MSL, and there's the flank coming in. Kirby dropping Hiko. It worked in the end, and the Molotov on top of the bomb, trying to defuse inside KD, and 1 health left, and he's going to get shut down. I cannot believe that the sort of stuff that Kirby is doing in this game. He said he wanted to be a star player. Right now, he's playing lights out to make it to the next stage.
Yeah, he's delivering 35 kills, 29 deaths on him. Important frag from MSL. It's not a bad call from Kirby as well. Those smokes just way too shallow on the bomb. You might have seen another world where that defuse could have worked. Unfortunate for Hiko.
Yeah, how far away did that bullet bounce? That was some epic recoil, wasn't it?
Well, you know, maybe it needs to work out, be able to handle that a little bit more. Kirby, oh, picked off this time. We've seen him with those aggressive plays. We've seen him work, and we've seen him handle like that. But he keeps going for it.
Yeah, and I really appreciate it. I really think it's amazing to watch KDM play with this level of confidence. AC's pushed up so far, it's going to be a bit surprised, but oh, they're not even ready. Hiko wasn't ready for that kind of a rush. He's going to get a double anyway, and finally gets wrapped by Nico on the other side. Now 2-on-3. Big chance for Rogue here to pick up 2 on the CT side. That'd be big news. Bomb plant going to be going down. Oh, are they going to try and stop it? Sick. Maybe he wanted him to come off the plant, but he stuck it anyway. Valda down in the pit, and they're both coming in from the other side. Nobody up in apartments. Smoke for Nico. Smoking off that side again. A little bit annoying for Sick, but the other 2 players may have to create the opening. There's the first flashbang as they try and make their way. Oh no, a little bit of team damage. Valda making up for it. Instant headshot, shutting down Ricky. Now a 2-on-2, and another one. Valda taking down KD, and Sick is out in the open. Valda to close it out with the triple. 23-22. This game just never ends, does it?
Even a little bit of a love tap onto Nico as well, his teammate, putting him on notice, and what a hard situation to be in for Cadian. And yeah, you're right, Sick has got to be stressed, just smokes repeatedly, just coming up over and over in that choke point. That was a high-octane half of overtime from North. They seemed to go take that potty break and come back and said, let's be done. Let's be done with all of this.
I mean, especially Kirby.
Kirby and Valda are doing a phenomenal job in these overtimes.
Yeah, I think you could make a highlight reel, like a little frag movie just out of the overtime between these two on this map. 23-22, new numbers, 25 that we're looking for. North are so close now. Not a single AWP picked up, even if MSL has done some good entries with it. It's all M4s. And they're not going to go aggressive anywhere on the map.
Passive defense in this A-bomb site from North. Valda in Graveyard. Nico over in Pit. No real damage exchange for this struggle for Banana. As Katie and Hiko have decent control. You're going to want to force out some utility, and Cadian going to start leading the way. He's got the AWP in his hands. He's been on fire with that. No real indication, as 4 of them now actually rotate over towards Banana. They've really slowed things down from that first half.
Yeah, different pace. Everything on the line once again. Molotov deep into the corner. They're all waiting here, and there's no indication on the other side of the map for North that something is happening. Decent grenade to soften the knot. That makes a big difference when you have that many M4s, that they're a little bit low on health. You get into a spray battle, you win it much quicker. And now a rain of fire descending on the B bomb side. Absolutely everywhere they're burning, and this entry is godlike. They take so much damage from the Molotovs, but it doesn't even matter. 3 on 5 here. MSL hoping he can get a shot at somebody, but the rest are not even coming. That was beautiful. How did they pull it out in triple overtime?
That's well coordinated as well, because you can see 2 players are running routes on the right and the left side of those smokes coming through the choke point. Ricky just staying far back, just spamming right down the middle, just to make sure no one's going to do that exact play. No one's going to do what he did, essentially. And obviously, AZ just gets his head taken off. There's no other way to put it. Chasing down these guns at the end, but this crossfire is too strong. It's not going to happen. So 23-23.
An indication perhaps of the risk that you take when you don't make the T's use all their grenades to take Banana.
Yeah.
They have so many left, they can just fire out the whole bomb site.
There's like 8 different executes you can do on that B bomb site that are all hard to stop. First to 25 wins. 24 gets you to overtime. Number 4.
Yes, indeed. I mean, are you ready for that, Moses?
I'm ready for it all, baby.
All right.
Might have to have someone bring me a beverage, like a coffee, but I'm ready.
Yeah. Well, we might just get what we wish for here. 23-23. Valda has been running a lot down the middle this time. Not going to be quite as exciting. Just going to deliver that grenade, and it'll do a little bit of damage to Cadian, but it's all fine. Setting up for a pretty deep grenade. That could do a lot more to Cadian, though. Yeah.
Ooh, that one hurts. Going for the timing on a triple nade. We've seen that do massive damage before. 2 players evacuate after the carpet bombing. Cadian and Hiko at the base of Banana. No one on Rogue really anywhere close to each other to take advantage of any kind of a call. Not pushing up too far, but easy and Kirby to defend the B-bomb site again.
See how long they can hold on to the grenades for. AC has a Molotov, Kirby has smoke and Molotov, and we're just at 55 seconds. Gonna go for the boost, and another one even being drawn over MSL.
They could really use a kill here from Hiko or Vice. I don't know if this is going to be any kind of a split. I think they're trying to pressure to force some nades out right now. There's the Molotov on the ground still. Oh my god, MSL gets caught completely off guard. They just marched their way up mid. Now it turns into a split. The rotator is gone.
Oh, the boost from Kirby. Is he going to be able to get anyone up here? This is a little bit exciting. They're coming from the other side. Yeah, he does indeed. Going to get the one. Continues and almost did it, but now AZ. Oh, he's feeling very lonely right now. 20 seconds, but backup is a really long time away. And he's going to get run over here. Surely. Oh my god, he picked up a double. And finally they're going to wrap around him, but he actually gave his team a chance. A big one at that. The bomb being planted right in front. Vice going to go down, and now Katie in the fall next. AZ has done it.
No, AZ did not do it. Whoever threw that flashbang from Banana did it. That was keyed. AZ's flashbang didn't do anything, but they were so blind when he eventually does the follow-up. That is an incredible piece of communication from North.
Yeah, we're going to need to see that.
They finally got there. They finally have a chance to close this map out. They've been fighting the whole way. Remember, this was 14-8 in the favor of Rogue in regulation. Massive comeback for North. 2 rounds in the first overtime for Rogue to try and win. 1 round in the second overtime, and now here we are.
After losing MSL and Arch that way, that should have been it, right? That should have been the B-bomb side wiped out.
That's heartbreaking from Rogue.
2 more rounds for Rogue here. No, sorry, 1 more round for Rogue to force double overtime and 1 more for North to win it.
4th overtime.
4th overtime, indeed. This is excruciating. One of these teams is going home tonight, and we don't know which one yet, but they're both, all of them are playing so incredibly well right now. Nico, oh, they've got 2. If they wrap around, Nico should have this angle covered. It's very hard to stop this. If 6 takes 1 step forward, he's going to be gone almost immediately.
I think he can see that, can he? I can't tell. He's got to be aware of the possibility. Molotov going to force him out sick. That's his fight, down to 2 HP. Nicely managed from Nico. It's been a pretty cold position for him. They haven't really attacked him there too often in this half, but to be focused and ready to go, Ricky would have loved to have hit that shot. There have been a couple opportunities. Actually, look at Vice. Doesn't want to swing too wide on Volda, not forcing any rotations either. Kirby just now being pulled away, but he's going to second guess. He's going to consider, and he's going to come on back.
Sick on 2 health. They need it once again. Another miracle being called in here for Rogue. North have a big chance of doing this, and Kirby, he's been playing out of his mind this whole game. Easy coming through with the headshot on Sick. Now it's a 5-on-3 with 30 seconds, and the bomb's starting to make its way there. There is one guy lurking in middle, and that's Vice, but what a lurk it would have to be. MSL comes back for a straight headshot. 20 seconds there, wrapping back around, but still in pit waiting. How could they possibly know? Nico is still here, and he's going to win the fight, and this might be all over. 12 seconds now. Rogue in a 2-on-4. They get that shot, but it's all on Cadian, and he is simply out of luck now. 1 versus 3, and it's time to say goodnight to Rogue. 25-23, and North continue for 1 more day here at the Major. What a game this was.
Absolutely gutting for Rogue, but North, we said they were going to have to show us something. They came into this after hoisting that trophy in Stockholm not looking great. They faced some real adversity and could have easily folded down at 8-14.